Local record and okay, we're going. Take it away.
Alright. Welcome everyone to the first ever session not hosted by Ramby.
Hello. I am player this way. I am excited. I'm also proud.
Yes.
I had no idea who the
I
first
am
was gonna be, but it was you. Congratulations.
Thank you. I am official new baby DM. And today, as you can probably tell, I'm going to be running session 0, a test run for my campaign called the Monochrome March. So, if everybody's ready, let's set the scene, shall we?
Whoa.
Woo! Okay.
Hop.
So, you find yourself, you've been traveling for about 1 or 2, maybe even 3 hours, and yet the road still looks the same. The area around you seemingly hasn't deviated from what you were used to, but it seems a peculiar fog has enveloped your surroundings. You take a look at your map, and you find that you have been following the road you've marked down quite strictly, and yet you seem to have still lost your way. You don't understand why or how this has happened, but you suppose at this point, since it's been quite a notable amount of time, it'd be a good time to deviate from the path and see if you can find any other way, since it is not working. You head down some hills, down into a valley, and as you make your way down, you can see a distant town with lights. It's pretty dark. The lights are dimly visible from your position, but you also see 2 other figures approaching the same destination. You're not sure if they're hostile or dangerous, but at this point you're willing to take your chances. You keep your guard up, and you approach the common area between you 3. Please describe what the other characters will see in you approaching. So basically, here's where you describe your appearance.
Should we go in order of chat right here?
You want to
So
roll?
go
You want to roll?
We should roll for it.
You want to roll initiative to see who is forced to go in which order?
Oh boy.
Yeah, let's roll initiative. Go for it, guys.
Okay. Ha!
Oh,
7.
what'd you get?
12.
Well, guess I'm going first. 19.
Okay.
Oh shit! All right, Citrus. Tell us what the others are going to see.
So, in the darkness, near the tallest tree, you see a shadowy figure. A clear, giant shadowy figure with the glowing horns, eyes, and what seems to be giant fingernails. Just staring down at you, cautiously, watching your every move. It's good. They're going to wait until they jump down from the tree and approach the both of you.
The common area
The common area.
between you 3.
Yes. And I'm just gonna observe a bit. I'm not gonna say anything yet. It's just a very shadowy figure for now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've got to load the picture for this. There we go. So it's at this point that you see a small cream-colored rabbit with blonde hair kind of sticking each direction, feathered up in a mohawk with her ears standing straight up with brown markings, and she's listening to music on her link pearl in her right ear, as she's kind of got her nose into her map. After a moment, you can kind of see her going, you know what, I should have been back with Clamasia at this point. And as she stops and examines her map, she kind of almost falls forward drowsily. And then she snaps herself awake and fights significantly to keep herself standing against the maul, the spear, and the quiver of javelins strapped to her back, along with her explorer's pack.
Jeez.
From here, you can see that she's wearing a chain shirt over what appears to be a bright green leotard, with some very loose-fitting adventuring boots and black tights, and then she also has very poofy wristbands on each hand.
Ooh.
It looks like if someone from straight out of a jazzercise class was equipped for war and then thrown on the road. She kind of looks up as she gets to the common area, her ears standing straight up. And she doesn't make much sound, but she reaches up for the link pearl in her ear and she kind of silences it for the time being. She definitely stands shortest of stature at 3'10".
Oh my god. She's so tiny.
Baby. I should mention also really quickly that Citrus is like average height. So like around 4'4", kind of. No.
Wait. 4'4".
Five.
Like 5'10"?
5'10".
You mean? Yeah, 'cause that's more average.
My bad.
Yeah.
4'4" is small.
I'm like, wait, that's Stink's height. No.
It's ding.
No, that's she. Fuck. Okay, whatever. Go on.
It's somebody's.
It's somebody's height. Yes.
And in the distance, coming from one of the paths, you see a tall and muscular cat wearing full chainmail, chain armor, but having leather accents on his shirt and pants. Following the map, holding his shield as well, you could tell he's visibly frustrated because he doesn't know where he's at, even though he's been following the map correctly. He looks up and sees everyone else looking down at them, since he's 6'10". The tallest one in the group.
Jesus.
He looks at everyone, not saying anything, and just mildly confused.
It's at this point where Citrus notices the tall cat and quickly hides back in the shadow, kind of in fear and trying to intimidate you.
Is that intimidation or is that fear?
Are you trying to run an intimidation check?
Maybe.
Alright.
You're bravely hiding.
Yeah, that's one brave hider.
You know, it's yes.
Do you want me to roll for
Alright.
intimidation?
If you want, yes.
Hang on. If Damien, if you choose to interact specifically with Citrus, they can roll for intimidation. But as you're making a general a general look of everybody around you, it won't be needed for now.
Okay.
I just speak up and say,
Alright.
well, you two look like happy campers.
Alright.
Damien just sighs or snarls a little bit and just doesn't say anything else.
Alright. And as you quickly close the space between you three, you come to notice that you have closed the distance also to the strange town that you all could have seen from atop the more higher hills. Will you choose to examine it closer?
Would there be any time for any way for us to dictate what time possibly it would be?
No, not of this minute.
Oh, like
as far as you know, it is
no sun positioning in the sky or anything like that. Oh, it's enshrouded, right?
It's enshrouded.
Yeah, it's
Got-
enshrouded.
Gotcha. Please proceed.
All right. Will you guys choose to approach each other closer so you can get a look at the town? You don't have to get closer to each other.
Yeah, I'm stepping forward.
I'll step
Alright.
forward as well.
I'm gonna stay a little behind.
All right.
Just kind of lurking.
All right. You know, I'll still give you like the same basic view of the town then. All right. So, as you look out, you can make out a rather mysterious looking town. As you look closer and closer, it appears that the washed out image of this town doesn't seem to be an illusion, and that this town is actually, soaked, bleached of all its colors. The only colors that seem to litter this land are strange little bits and baubles, including lanterns, glowing balls, and even some bands tied around various lampposts, trees, and even hanging from some houses. They glow an array of colors from magenta, yellow, red, orange, green, blue, and purple. Even though these bits and baubles seem to be give off colored light, it appears their surroundings seems to soak up the colors, only leaving a dim silvery illumination. As far as you can see, there is nobody really roaming the streets as of right now.
I examine myself and decide that my choice of neon green wristbands, leg warmers, and headband was probably a very poor choice, as I feel like I stick out like a sore thumb.
Oh no.
Alright, Damien, do you have any input?
Damien looks at his outfit, noticing that it's pretty much all monochrome, so he's like, guess I fit here.
Alright, Citrus, are you going to take any action, or are you just going to stay lurking?
I'm gonna stay lurking, but I'm obviously like the darkest in the group so far. Fucking edgy.
Yeah. Edgy orange. Okay. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Okay. As you investigate the town closer and closer, you don't seem to notice that Rocky and Damien, that you close the distance between each other more and more until you're basically standing next to each other.
And then Rocky looks up towards Davey and she's all like, well, it looks like you fit in here, so what's the local export?
Oh.
Damien looks down at Rocky and smirks a bit. I wouldn't be here. This is not my place. But can't say I know.
So, you weren't also trying to come home from an exercise program to try not to make your mom mad that you weren't in time for supper and that you wound up in a place that you don't understand where you are, right? That's not my case. Nope, not me. Nope. just a hypothetical.
Could it be me? No. I'm actually out here searching for somebody already, so... But it looks like I've fallen into the wrong path.
And then I'm gonna cut my hands around my mouth and say, hey, has anyone got any crayons for this unfinished coloring book of a town?
God.
God.
Does it echo?
All right.
Does it echo?
Yes,
Yes!
it does. You hear it reverberate through the air, and for 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds there is nothing but silence until an unknown voice permeates the wind. Hello? Is there somebody out there? As far as you can tell, you cannot see who this voice belongs to right now.
Rocky just kind of raises an eyebrow and looks toward the direction of the voice, not really saying much more. She feels her humor is unappreciated.
Oh no.
Sad.
Very sad.
Davian, Citrus, do you have any reactions?
Damien, like, is scowling at Rocky. Just, like, what? Why would you alert anyone from our presence? Just...
Okay. No, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Citrus is alerted by this. You can see her kind of wield her sword very closely to her. And ready to attack in case anything happens. From a distance,
All right.
of course.
Alright. And after seemingly no response, that they can hear at least, the voice rings out again. You really shouldn't be out here. It's gonna be really dangerous soon. And it appears that the voice is getting closer. It seems to be coming right in front of you, from right in front of your general direction that you are facing from the town.
I'm gonna roll insight dice. Are you dumb enough to do what I'm about to do? No, you're not. Okay. Rocky's going to reach for her back and take her pike in hand, and then she's gonna raise her voice and say, "Is that a threat?"
Oh shit.
Oh, God.
Oh shit. Okay. There's no response for 1, 2, 3 seconds before this voice responds. I wouldn't really consider myself a threat, but if you're really concerned about threats, you'll come with me, okay? And this voice is getting closer. It is now at this moment that from your position you can see a small, round silhouette approaching with what appears to be a glowing green lantern, and you notice that this lantern is very similar to those that hang around the town.
And then Rocky's eyes turn into giant saucers as she sees the light. She's just, oh, the lantern!
Oh no.
Who the hell are you? Damien says, concerned.
Alright, is he going to shout that in response? Because from her distance, she cannot hear you if you're speaking at a regular voice.
Oh, yeah. He yells it.
Alright. She responds, now's not really the time for formalities. When we get back to my place, I'll tell you everything you want to know. Just come closer, okay?
Maven, like,
Inside
bumps
dice.
Rocky on her shoulder, like, this doesn't seem like a trap, does it?
And then Rocky's like, lantern! And she puts her pike away.
Okay.
Are you going to try and approach?
Rocky will move 5 feet forward, but no more.
Same.
Alright.
Same for Damien.
Citrus?
Nope, not moving.
Okay. So it is now that this figure sees your general silhouettes, and she doubles her movement and rushes over towards you, not too violently not to appear as a threat. Is that you over there? I want to make sure some strange things happen out here at night.
And the Rocky calls out, I don't know! What do you see? I don't see too good.
Alright. I'm sorry, that's just the thing I go to when I'm like processing something.
It's okay.
Alright. Okay.
I'm gonna be the player that does stuff you don't expect, probably.
Most likely.
Yeah, probably.
We need a character like
Good.
that.
You need a character like that. Thank you, Randy.
Randy, aka the wild card.
AKA the only
Alright.
not edgy character here so far.
The not edgy character. Alright. Okay.
Highlighter
So-
bombed it, and there's my character.
Hell yeah, that's what the 80s is all about, man.
Yes.
Love it. Alright. The figure is going to approach closer, but then she stops in her tracks. Clearly, you can see her slightly lean forward as she tries to get a look at you. I see. And I'm probably going to roll for investigation. So let's get this d20 out, boys. Fine. Alright, so that's a straight 11. Alright. I see a really tall figure and a really small one. Is that you?
And then Rocky calls out, "If it looks like a highlighter threw up and it's short, that's me."
Uh,
Most people describe me as tall, so yeah.
You know what?
That's me.
I would like to make a handy dandy perception check.
Alright, go for it.
Let me pull up my skills table because I don't remember if I am proficient. Yes, I am. Ha! 17 plus 3 is a 20.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh. Alright. As you observe, you get to observe your surroundings?
I'm just looking straight ahead to see whomstive it is ahead of me.
Alright. From which you can see, her figure is dimly lit, only being illuminated by the lantern she carries. And from what you can see, she is a 5'4" humanoid with frizzy ebony hair. She seems to be adorned in casual clothing as of right now. You see tight form-fitting black tights cling to her body, which seem to end in poofy ivory leg warmers. Her top, that seems to be cropped and poofy as well, is also this bleached ivory. While her skin is not completely bleached of color, it does take on a rather unsaturated umber brown. But the most notable features you can see is what appears to be quite brightly colored features on her, which include 2 curved horns that stand at 6 inches tall from her head. They're ringed with various colors of green, and from her tail, you can tell that the end, instead of a spade, seems to have hair, which is also, oddly enough, compared to the hair on her head, a bright green as well. She seems to lift herself off the ground, even though she doesn't appear to have wings, and lean towards you, her eyes wide, as she tries to get a better look at you. Hello? Her voice calls out again.
Rocky's gonna look back toward her compatriot and say, "Hey fellas, ex-nay the Appin's way. I think it's a friend."
Damien puts his shield on his back and then nods at Rocky. And looks back at Citrus like, "Are you gonna come up or what?
You noticed me? The fuck? Okay.
You're the one that ran away."
I rolled a 20, I have special eyes.
We can see you.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Citrus puts her weapon away and just slowly walks towards you, not really saying much. And just kind of stares at all of you.
All right. So you lot, with Citrus lagging behind, are going to close the distance between this mysterious figure and yourselves. As you get closer, her features become more and more prominent, And it seems that Rocky's eyes have not failed her, as this creature's figure is in fact highlighted with various bright greens that seem very out of place considering your surroundings. She seems to float closer and closer to you, still very odd, as even as you close the distance, she does not have any pair of visible wings. Soon enough, you are in a very reasonable. You are. I'm tripping on myself. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
Let's slow down. Okay, let's slow down. As you close the distance between you, she seems to hover forward, sticking her lantern out in front of her, eyes wide, and you notice that her eyes as well are bright green and ringed. The outer circle is the same bright green as most of her accessories, while the inner seem to take on a almost yellowish minty green. And she seems very concerned. Thank goodness. You haven't been harmed yet, have you? Hurry. Let's go. It's not safe to stay out here past when the lanterns go out. And here she is. I will post in March VC. Here is the curious stranger you meet.
Aw, I love her.
And I'm gonna drag that into XSplit. Boop.
Aw, hell yeah. Is it... So you're walking closer to us, right?
Yeah, she's in front of
She's
us.
floating towards you. Yeah.
Float us.
Okay.
Float this.
Right.
Float us like a boatus.
It's at this point where Citrus takes out her sword again in a flash and points it to your chin, barely touching you. State thy name. Are you one with the void?
She seems very confused by this. Void? What are you talking about? I've never heard of anything around here like that.
Rocky looks over his shoulder towards Citrus like, the only void here is my stomach. Let's get some eats.
Her face lights up. Oh, you want to say something?
Fuck, what was I gonna say? Shit. Oh, wait. No, I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
My sword is still pointed towards it.
All right. She meekly takes a clawed finger and taps it on the end of your sword, politely and gently pushing it down. Yeah, pushing it down as she shoots you a confused look. Hey, if you want to aim that at anyone, aim that for any of the creatures that could be lurking around in this mist, okay? You're better off shaving your strength for them. I don't really consider myself much of a threat.
Citrus gets closer to your face. How do I know you're not the threat? How do I know you're not part of the monsters? Have you seen yourself?
She looks at herself, and you can see, despite the pink dots on her cheeks, you can see her blush. Oh, well, I guess if that's your opinion, but that's a bit blunt, I guess. She's a bit flustered as she looks at her feet.
You can hear Rocky say. You can hear Rocky say under breath, "You're mean."
And she perks up. Well, yes, I am green. So good of you to notice.
Oh, did she mishear? Because she said you're mean.
Yeah, she's mean. Yeah.
Oh. She does. Okay.
That actually.
That's
You know what? That makes sense because the characters have interpreted it differently from different distances.
Yeah. Is anyone gonna point that out?
No.
I'm not. No. Okay, cool.
All right. Her embarrassment is saved for another day.
Okay. So at this point, Citrus takes another good look at you and puts their sword away. You see, where I come from, there's no one you can really trust. You must understand my very violent nature. And then Citrus bows down in like apologies.
She makes a motion with her hand, like waving quickly. Yeah. We can get all into that later. For now, I only ask that you trust me for a few minutes. It won't take that long to get to town. It's just dangerous out here, okay? And you can see she's like quickly getting more and more panicked, looking over her shoulder and around to see for any dangers.
Question, is the friend moving ahead of us currently?
No,
Like,
she's
is
still
she-
static in place.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am standing ready to move at any moment.
Damien is also
Damien?
standing ready to move.
Citrus? Are
Yep.
you going to trust this stranger? Okay.
A little bit, but yes.
A little bit is all. If the little bit constitutes following her, it'll work.
And it's
Okay.
still unsold, but I'm okay. I'll go.
All right. As you tread through the night, she seems very finicky. She is very much darting her head this way and that. You can see it. You can occasionally see her shiver, and her tail that sticks out 4 feet from her occasionally flicks. She's clearly very petrified about what she's talking about when she talks about dangers in this land.
So, we didn't get your name.
Huh? Oh, right. Oh, sorry about that. My name is Sucre and Spice.
Fuck, that's adorable.
And
That's
then,
great.
and then the little bunny chirps up and says, "Well, isn't that nice?"
God damn it.
And then she responds in kind, "My name is Roxanne, but you better call me Rocky." That's what they call me at the Jazzercise Club.
All right. Jazzercise. She like looks behind her at you. She's like clearly confused. Well, I've never heard of anything like that before.
And then Rocky's like, "What are you talking about? You're literally wearing leg warmers for Jazzercise, just like me." And she points out her like neon green leg warmers converted to adventuring boots.
Sugar looks at her own feet, and you will notice that instead of regular humanoid feet, she instead seems to have paws. But other than these features, she seems completely humanoid, which is very strange.
Cute.
All right. And do all the rest of you have names? And she looks towards you, Damien, and also you, Citrus.
Yeah, meanie. What's your name?
Citrus gives Rocky a cold look, and then proceeds to say, "You may call me Citrus."
Citrus, huh? He's clearly baffled. You mean like those fruits that grow on the trees sometimes?
She looks down. Yes.
You know, for
And
someone
what
named
about
Citrus,
you?
you know, for someone named Citrus, you're not really that sweet, huh?
And the Rocky's like, "Yeah, you're like a grapefruit. You put a spoon in it, it squirts in your eyeballs."
Jesus, okay.
Oh my god.
Bada bing, bada boom.
And Citrus looks at Rocky. I wouldn't be speaking like that was for someone your size.
And then you see Rocky put on a shit-eating grin. And she receives this
Oh my
comment.
god.
She says nothing in response, but holds a smirk for a few seconds.
Oh my god.
She won.
Ooh.
Well, besides these two, the name's Damien. Nice to meet you.
Well, it's nice to meet you all. I just hope I won't be saying goodbye very soon when you can see she's like darting over her shoulder, and I'm going to roll. Ooh. That's a 4. Okay. so she doesn't really see anything so far. We should really get going.
So, these dangers, are they killable?
Well, and she like fumbles a bit, putting a finger to her lip. I guess in some regard they are, but they always keep coming back, you see. Every time the lanterns go out. She's like very, very panicked now as like she can feel every second moving. We really should get back home.
Now,
Trust me.
so, Rocky puts her hand up and touches Sucre's thigh. Now, deep breaths. It's bad to hyperventilate when you're doing jazzercise. You should know this from your jazzercise classes. Deep breaths in and out.
Gosh. Despite not knowing what jazzercise classes may be, Sucre seems to follow her advice of taking a deep breath. She takes in a big, and you see her chest deflate as she goes, okay. I know I'm being vague, but trust me, it's just better off if we go now. And she turns around and like keeps heading on her way, holding her lantern out in front of her.
I am going to remain on Sucre's right side, keeping pace.
I'm
Okay.
going to remain behind everybody.
And I'll,
But like,
Okay.
and I'll be at the Sugar, right?
Sucre.
Yeah, Sucre.
Sucre.
I'll be at her left side.
Okay. Alright. Everything seems to be calm and good for a while. And at some moment, Sucre actually chirps out, we're almost there. Thank the heavens. But as she makes her pace more brisk, she suddenly stops, frozen. And you see in front of her that 2 giant spiders have appeared. Roll for initiative.
Oh no! Ah!
Boop.
I hate spiders.
Ah! Oh!
What'd you get?
Oh. I got a 19-teen.
I got a 17.
Alright.
I got a 16. What the hell?
Got
Oh, we all
17.
got good ones. Sucre got an 18.
Oh,
So,
shit.
let's
Wait,
start combat.
we got 19, 18, 17, 16?
Did we really?
Yeah. Yeah, we apparently did. Holy fuck. Alright, let me just
Oh,
roll these
shit.
spiders initiative.
Oh,
Alright. Oh. Alright, one is lagging behind the rest of you, and one has the same initiative as Rocky.
Uh-oh!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh!
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs!
Everybody say uh-oh!
Oh. Okay.
Okay. You
let's
do
get some
this.
spider meat.
Let's kill some Scoobies.
So, are we gonna need to contest to see who wins the initiative between two of the Spitties? Or are you handling this a different way?
Between
Let's just say since you saw Sugar freeze up at the sight of these spiders, you can go first.
Yeah! I would like to use my free action to draw my pike.
Alright.
As Rocky reaches toward her back and draws her pike, she's like, let's burn some calories!
Love her.
Okay, so we're doing Theater of the Mind. Does distance matter? Are we all within range, or am I a certain distance away?
Alright. You're all within range.
Okay, so what I am going to do is I would like to approach Spooter 1, the one that has the same initiative as I,
Alright.
and Rocky's gonna rear back. And at this instance, you notice there's a crazy glare in her eye. I'm going to use Great Weapon Master to take a -5 penalty to my hit, but if it lands, I deal 10 extra damage.
Oh, fuck.
Here we go.
Shit.
Let's see. Does a 14 hit?
Let's see, a 14. Yes, it does.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
fuck.
Okay. Alrighty. Go, D10. That's a 2. With my fighter ability, I get to reroll 1s and 2s.
Hell yeah.
I got another 2.
Well,
Oh, fuck.
So
Damn.
2 plus 4 plus 10 is 16 damage. So as Rocky swings her weapon over her head, you notice her arms explode into rippled muscle for a moment as the pike extends to its full 10 feet as it crashes down across the center of the spider. The moment it makes contact, her arms shrink back to normal size and the pike seems to match her stature. You don't know if it was a trick of the light or if it was real.
Ooh.
did
The
that
spider rears back,
Oh.
No, it didn't. The spider rears back and lets out a grisly hiss. It is clearly not happy with this turn of events. Okay.
And I will end my turn there.
Okay. Now, let me just write this down right here. Boop, boop, boop. 1. Okay. So what Spooter 1 is going to do is not very happy with Rocky. It's gonna look her way, and it is going to shoot a string of web at her.
Oh no!
Alright, let's roll these.
You gotta do a roll for hit. Gotcha.
Yeah. Let's do this. Boop. Let's see. Oh, that is a fail. That is a 3. Yeah, that's an 8 right there.
Oof.
So as the spooter shoots the web, Rocky changes the fur on her arms to be bristly on the top and into stone, and it rips apart the webs as they are shot toward her general direction.
Wow.
Okay. Nice. Now it is Shuker's turn. And what she is going to do...
Actually, does the spider want to move?
No, it's gonna stay static.
Okay, sorry. Proceed.
Okay, it's bad. Very important information. Okay. So, it is now Shuker's turn. And she is going to cast a spell. Let's roll each. Boop. Alright, so... Alright, that does not hit. So in her panic at the surprise of seeing these spiders, she is going to try... oh god, I'm sorry, I'm choking again. You can see her in her panic call upon a ghostly skeletal hand, but as she tries to grip at the spider, it completely goes wide in her panic, and she misses completely.
Oh no.
Alright, next up.
Damien then sees the spider and then, using his free action, he takes out his warhammer.
Okay.
Goes to swing at said spider that is weakened,
Hammer.
which rolls a 12. Which, how does that hit?
Alright, a 12. That is going to be a miss. So you're going to swing down your hammer, but you're just going to miss it. Just barely catching its legs.
Unfortunate.
Alright, Citrus.
Oh. I'm ready to fucking cat turn. Shit.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Wait, what's happening?
Don't worry about it. Hold on.
You're all within range. You can make a melee attack against any of them.
Yeah, in Theater of the Mind, you're always within range. Crush the
Yeah.
bug.
Yeah.
Crush the buggy.
Fuck.
Squish
Okay,
its guts
so
out.
it's because I never played fucking melee. How would I attack? Like, just if I wanted to use my axe, do I just say it?
Use your free action to draw your axe. Is it your great axe?
It's my great axe, yes.
Okay, so you draw your great axe, and then I'm not the DM. Mel.
Muscle reflex. Alright, so you're gonna draw your great axe from your back.
That's a free action.
Your
God damn it!
action.
Sorry. I'll sit on my lips. However you do that.
Jesus.
I'll
Yeah,
kiss.
okay.
I'll kiss my own ass.
Okay. Yes, I'm gonna draw my axe, and I'm going to attempt to slash the first spider.
Okay. Roll
And I
me
have to see what to
an
roll,
attack.
right?
Yes.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, okay.
Ah, roll your damage dice, now your strength mod, friend.
Shut the fuck up!
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I gotta roll a...
D12,
Oh my god, Rin!
the biggest one.
I know, I was getting it, dang it! Let's see. 11. I rolled an 11.
11 damage.
Okay.
Oh, is that adding your strength modifier?
Nope.
So,
14.
yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Alright, so this thing is dead. Would you like to describe how you absolutely slice this thing?
Shut up!
Oh hell yeah! So, as I run full force into this spider, I take a good spin and I dash I stab the axe directly into the spider's head and into its skull, and you can hear a loud splat. But and as I do this, my hood actually falls off and it reveals my face.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You can
All
see a. Do I have to describe my face or not? Is that fine?
You may describe it now or later if you'd wish.
Yeah.
You know it's covered in blood. Okay, let's go.
Alright. The first spider lets out a gross hiss as it twitches around for a while and then completely flips on its back and curls up. It is dead. Now all that's left is Spider 2.
I think it's whose turn it is. It's the spider's turn.
Yes.
This
It is the
spider-
spider's turn.
Ah,
It's Powder's turn. Oh, I hate Spider. I really should have.
Jesus.
Alright. So this spider's not very pleased with you killing its spider friend. So what it's gonna do is it is going to attack.
Ah.
Ooh, and that is a fucking fail. That is a 7 right there. All right.
Who was it gonna attack?
Yeah, you. It was gonna attack Citrus.
I
All right.
I do a backflip.
Yeah. It attempts to bite you and sink its mandibles into your flesh, but you manage to backflip and evade it in time. Very good.
Hell yeah.
Just a backflip for style.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Style points. I gotta get my style points, dude.
Oh yeah. Gotta get that clout.
Yeah, man.
All right, and now it is back to Rocky.
Rocky observed your Spain, and Rocky was all like, "Hey, that looks fun. Let me give it a try." And once again, you see a wild glint appear in her eyes as she spins around with the pike in her hands, attacking the second spider.
Oh god.
All right.
Oh my god. Natural 20.
Okay, got some crit.
Ooh, that is a crit.
It's a crit,
my
and I
friend.
deal 10 additional damage on top of double damage.
Ooh. So I'm just gonna assume you basically fucking decimate this thing.
Well, we'll see.
Let's
We'll
find
see.
out. Let me find out.
Let's find out.
Oh, that's a 2.
Oof.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So, 9 plus 7 is 16, plus 4 is 20, plus 10 is 30 points of damage.
Yep,
Oh
you
my God.
absolutely decimate this thing. Describe how what goes down.
So after Rocky spins around, she jumps in the air about 20 feet, and she comes down hard on this spider. Her arms explode into rippling muscle again as the pike extends its full 10 feet, and it decapitates the spider as it separates its head from its thorax.
All
And then
right.
as some guts sploosh onto her, she's all like, "Ah, ew, it's not as fun as I thought! Ah!"
Oh no.
All right. Congratulations, you have defeated 2 giant spooters.
Yeah!
And
Hell yeah. You guys did it.
Without even taking damage either. Flawless
Yeah.
victory.
Flawless
Good job.
victory.
Congrats.
We're so
Okay.
You can see Rocky using one of her wristbands to clean the guts off of her chainmail or chain shirt. Sorry, chain shirt.
Citrus is not even gonna clean themselves off. They're just gonna they're like used to it. They're like, yeah, whatever. It's face paint.
Feral.
Face paint, dude.
I did not expect to get a crit on using Great Weapon Master, but okay.
It happened.
Rest in peace, Spider-Man. Okay. Seems Damien is the only one who has remained clean this battle, but also the one who didn't get a hit in.
Womp womp.
Well,
So,
Well, Sugar didn't, so.
yeah, she didn't either. Alright, Shuker is clearly very flustered, and she is at a loss for words. What the? Oh, you guys are so wonderful. That was amazing, but oh my gosh, we really need to get out here soon. Come on. And she's quickly scampering towards the town again, making motions for you to follow her.
I'm gonna put away my pike and follow quickly, still trying to dust little bits of spider fuzz and green guts off of my nice,
Gross
shiny
stew.
chain shirt! Ah!
Bless you. Did you sneeze?
No.
Okay.
No.
How just happened?
I raised my voice.
Oh.
screamed.
Damien,
Okay.
Damien puts away his warhammer and quickly follows behind as well.
I'm gonna put my axe over my shoulder and just take a goddamn stroke, because I don't give a fuck.
Just feeling like a gangster.
Yeah,
Really liking the smell of your own farts right now. So to speak. Okay.
Everyone enjoys their own brand from time to time.
Oh my god, stop.
God. Ready?
Awful.
Okay. So you make it the rest of the rest of the way into the town without conflict, thankfully. And as you enter the town, you can tell it is very shabby. But upon closer inspection, it is not abandoned, though from afar you wouldn't be able to tell as much. The roads are paved with bricks, and there seems to be a lack of many outside items other than these lampposts and trees. If you look around in the distance from time to time, you can see that there seems to be designated pieces of land for what seems to be planting, cropping, or what you might assume to be religious, practices.
Could
As you look around-
I make a perception check to sniff what the area smells like?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Rocky flares her nostrils and takes a big ol' 12 plus... Oh, perception. I'm good at that. 15.
Alright. The air seems to be devoid of any particularly strong scent, though you do seem to pick up hints of what smells like fruit. And the smell of distant of rain, though it is quite curious because the area does not seem damp, and there seems to be no rain clouds to speak of.
Rocky is a lead, as she says under her breath, the smell of empty calories.
Oh.
Sorry, the smell of
I
empty
don't know.
calories. I forgot, I have to go up an octave when I talk as her.
Jesus.
Love her.
It's more like 6 octaves for me. Because I can talk
Yeah.
this low, too.
Okay. And as you walk down this brick road, you seem to notice something very curious. And that is all the lanterns, bits and baubles that dangle from the houses, lampposts, and trees seem to be one color, which is a vibrant bluish green. It is very, very different from the array of various colors you saw out on the valley.
Rocky
Hilltops.
ponders to herself whether turquoise is blue or green.
Oh my fuck.
Yes.
Oh my god.
For the
Rocky
sake of this
blue.
lore, it's considered green. Just a very blue green.
she just has a shower thought.
Well, it smells like rain, so I guess she could. Alright. Shuker's pace remains brisk. She seems way less panicked than she did out in the field, but she still seems very insistent on observing the surrounding area until she stops at a particular house. The inside seems to be illuminated by, yet again, more green.
Oh my god.
Thank the deities. We're finally here. Please, come inside. I'll be happy to provide you with some amenities. Neither of you are hurt, are you? And she looks at the two people that have gotten grossly messied with spider guts and blood, which is Citrus and Rocky.
Citrus, you go first.
Okay, Citrus just shakes his head. Their head no.
Rocky is dangling the very, very, very soaked green wristband she was using to dab herself off. And she's like, I'll just need a sink, thank you. Fuck, I keep forgetting, it's fine.
It's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be happy to provide you with anything you may need inside. Please, come in. And she twists the knob and pushes in. And when you step inside, you see there is another person who seems to be toiling over a cauldron, and the immediate room you're in is lined with shelves filled with boxes, but you can see that there are some loose bottles filled with various colors of boiling or very steamy or even, strangely enough, gaseous liquids. And Shuker is going to call out, Oh, Sorrow! You're still awake! And when this figure turns around, you get a good look of him. He is 6'8", and while he doesn't seem particularly skinny, his height does leave him more on the more slinky side. His hair is tied up. His hair is tied up in a very tight and high ponytail, and there is a single strip of fringe covering one of his eyes. From what you can see, he seems to have the same strange pink marking on his face, but instead of being round and circular and taking what appears to be very cutesy and almost cartoony blush marks like on Shuker's, it seems to encapsulate his visible lid, working as a sort of makeshift natural eyeshadow. As you observe him more, you can tell he's wearing a very vintage... Oh, okay. Well, that's alright. I'm gonna post an image anyway. A very vintage, what seems to be poet shirt, tucked into high-waisted jeans, which, oddly enough, have been encapsulated as well in very dark chaps. He has low-heeled boots that are also white, but have some markings of black. He is holding a steaming vial of a purple and pinkish liquid, and he scowls upon seeing the party besides Shuker. What is this you brought here? And Shuker's like, I found them out in the field. You know how it is when the lanterns got... And he interrupts her. He's like, no. I've told you how I felt about silk souls. I don't want them anywhere near me or my stuff. Dirty fingers. And he waggles his finger a bit, and he continues scowling down at her.
While this is happening, can I make a stealth check to try and sneak beside the cauldron while he's not paying attention to me?
Sure.
Ha! Oh god. Nat 1.
Oh, well.
Oh no.
He is going to notice you immediately and actually swat you away, letting out a small growl, like, "Ugh, see what I mean, Sugar? Pesky little things. They don't know how to keep their hands to themselves."
And then Rocky snaps back, "Hey! Hey, listen, this is an emergency." And then Rocky's gonna cast Mage Hand and grab the nasty spider guts wristband in it. And she's like, "Do you see this?" And she puts it like 5 inches within his face as it's dripping green spider guts. Sink now! I can't push it to the limit without 2 clean wristbands.
Oh my god.
Alright. Sorrow is very clearly repulsed by this. And he, like, leans back in recoil and, like, gently shoos the wristband away from his face. Fine, alright. The food room is in the other, is right outside of this one. Go wash your, and he, like, doesn't even recognize the article of clothing. And instead, like, just chooses to let Rocky just do whatever she needs and engages Shuker some more. Quite the menagerie you've gathered this time, haven't you, Shuker? I swear, you lot are all the same. Oh, yes, I must help everything and everyone. Oh, yes, of course. Don't think I don't know what it's all about. And Shuker is, like, not responding at all. She's clearly very flustered, but she doesn't seem, like, particularly, like, upset. Almost like if she's used to this.
Rocky's not paying attention, and she instead goes to the washroom. You can see her using the mage hand to hold it, but she's also holding her hands up to not let it drip on the floor, like, ew. And she walks the whole way to the washroom.
Alright. And Damien, Sorrow is actually going to look up at you. Well, what have we here? Aren't you a curious one? And his eyes, like, half lit, but his brows are still furrowed.
Damien, like, looks confused and, like, looks around like, you mean me?
Yes, you. Of course I mean you. He, like, steps forward and, like, takes a pinch of your clothing and, like, pokes it. You look just as washed out as our surroundings. Tell me, are you from around here? Oh, who am I kidding? Of course you're not. He clearly has not given you even the chance to answer. And he, like, observes you more, and he, like, circles you, like, very closely.
Jesus. Damien just, like, looks him in the eyes, like, confused, but, like, not saying anything. Not wanting to really respond to him.
Citrus sighs and looks at Sugar. So, is it safe to go outside? Just wondering.
And Sugar is, like, clearly panicked by you even mentioning this. She's like, no, not at all. You have to wait until the lanterns light up again. It's dangerous.
And then Citrus just looks all around. Do you guys happen to, like, have an attic?
Attic? And then, like, Sugar puts a finger to her lips, and Sorrow, like, sighs. Don't you know what they mean? Up there, the air storage. That's an attic. And Sugar's like, oh, right.
Sweet. And then Sugar just goes up there.
Citrus,
sorry. Fuck. I was like, I said 2 names at once. Okay.
Mood.
Citrus just, like, goes up to the attic.
Alright, looks like it's just you. It's just Damien, and Sugar and Sorrow.
Oh no.
And Sorrow at this point lets out, like, a loud laugh that everybody can hear just vaguely, even though they're in different locations. Wow. Quite the menagerie you've picked up here, haven't you, Sugar? Tell me, were they just as pathetic in battle as I might think they were? No, don't tell me. They were just as clueless as all the others in the past, haven't they?
If we were that clueless, we'd be dead. So, take that as you may.
And Citrus like smirks over at David. Why, yes. Yes, you would be. And he like returns to his cauldron and like swirls the vial in his hand. Now do tell me, would you be willing to relay the information in exchange for some more respectable interaction with me? After all, I have some trust issues with silk souls.
Well, all we did was just kill a couple spiders. Well, to be fair, it was Citrus over there and Rocky.
And then Rocky calls out, I splattered it like the bug it was!
Oh. Alright. And Shukri like approaches Sorrow. They're actually very capable in combat. Do you think this may be fate? And like Sorrow sighs again. You and your fate. I swear, you're almost as bad as those amber souls. Stop talking about fate. There's no such thing. All there is what we were brought here to do, and that's it. No more of this. And Shukri like visibly shrinks under his scolding.
Maven, like, kind of nods in approval. Just like, huh. Okay.
Damien.
Damien.
Fuck! Because you said,
Yeah,
someone said
don't
Maven
worry.
earlier. Someone said Maven and fucked me up.
Oh!
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Context, we were
alright.
accidentally saying names of characters in the other campaign I
teams.
run. Yeah.
Sad.
F. Yeah.
Okay.
Damien, like, both just nods in approval.
Rocky comes out of the
And,
washroom. Rocky comes out of the washroom, kind of flinging the wristband to and fro to get the water off of it, and she just murmurs to herself, "Death and taxes."
Okay.
Okay. Alright. And Shukr is like very clearly defeated. She lets out a small sigh in comparison to like Sorrow's more boisterous, like exaggerated sighs. You know, I really wish Parsley was here right now. He would understand. And then Sorrow's just like, yeah, Parsley. I get it, okay? Look, he's clearly abandoned us. We should do the same, okay? And Suki's like very shaken by this. She's like, don't say something like that, Sorrow. And he's just like, well, I did, because I can, and that's that on that.
What an asshole. I love him.
He is an asshole. I told you he's a fucking jerk ass.
Damn you.
What is
It's
Citrus
Citrus.
doing in Panic, by the way?
Chilling. Getting away.
He's putting on his Batman
Just
costume,
away
he's
from
waiting for the
this.
Batman signal.
Yes. Yes! I'm looking
I'm
out the
Citrus.
window waiting for Damien.
Where's the trash going?
Actually, Sammy, you want to give me a perception check?
Sure. I got a 7. I thought that was a 1 for a second.
Ooh. You know what? I'll allow it. Alright, from what you can see, there are actually more of Shukr and Sorrow's kind, but they do not match the colors. You can see that there are various shades, like, as you could probably hear from Sorrow shouting, amber and magenta, but the majority just seems to be jade, just like Shukr's coloration.
I see. Okay.
Everything is very green around here.
Are they outside or inside?
Yeah. They're outside, but you can tell like they're returning to their houses.
Oh, okay. I was gonna like question that, but alright.
Citrus, he's Batman.
I see. I kill.
I see. I kill.
Batman.
Where is she? I'm just Citrus is just watching, seeing what happens, seeing if there's like enemies or whatever. But yeah, they're mostly just like ignoring what's going on downstairs and getting away, but you know, she has her weapon. They have their weapon. I keep calling him she. Fuck. They have their weapon like right next to them. They kind of set up a little camp, like with their cloak, their what's it called? Their hoodie thing. Fuck.
Yeah, it's a cloak.
It's a cloak.
Yeah, their cloak. They set up
It's
a
a
little
cloak.
like camp with like their cloak. They put it on the floor and they're just sitting on it. They're fully like revealed and just chilling.
All right, Rocky, Damon, are you gonna? Because Sugar did mention that she would answer any questions as soon as you were safe in her home, which you are now. So, free to interact. Just be aware that Sorrow probably will have to throw in his 2 cents because he wants to.
Mad respect.
Just a random question, but how in the hell did all of our maps lead here? Because apparently we all took a similar path, but we don't know.
And then Rocky just said, "Yeah, my mom's gonna be pissed. I'm gonna miss supper."
All Sorrow lets out is a small. clearly he's heard all of this before. And Sugar's like, well, we're not too sure ourselves, but all I know is you can't really get through this land without our help. And Sorrow interjects, your help. I'm not helping. And she corrects herself my help, I guess. It's very dangerous, you see, and our society is not very welcoming to outsiders. So I think I'll be your best bet if you want to get out of here. I mean, Parsley used to do it, but nobody's really seen him around these days. I wonder if he's okay.
Rocky kind of shrinks into her neck a little bit as she says aloud, "There's a whole lot of it's dangerous to go alone, but not enough. Take this, if you get my drift."
Oh my god.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Well.
Alright, and you...
What do you and your friend over here do? When there's no outsiders? Because you guys just seem to be concerned. Well, you do, not him. He's obviously in his own little world.
And Sugar goes to enter, but Sarah interjects, it's a part of her nature, of course. They're all like that. Oh, look at me. I'm going to have the poor lost silk souls through the town. Look at how nice I am, everybody. Isn't Jade the most radiant and generous of caste? It makes me sick. If you ask me, at least us purple castes have the dignity to not pretend we don't know we're great. We don't rely on generous acts. We just know we're destined for greatness, and that's it. If you ask me, it makes me sick. All this baby boo 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 kindness. Ugh. I can feel my teeth rotting just thinking about it. And he like angrily starts throwing components into the cauldron with like a small sploosh.
And then Rocky speaks up and says, "Well, if you're the best of the best, your soup better taste as bad as it smells." As her nose is wrinkled up at the smell of burnt components.
Oh no.
And Sorrow like lets out a scoff. I know I'm the best of the best. And just for your knowledge, it is not soup. I'm making potions. I'm the best in the business, you see. All these works of art, and he gestures to the shelves with like the boxes and the loose bottles. Mine. People pay good money, foreigners and natives alike, just to get one.
Well, apparently it seems all the foreigners you've interacted with died, so I don't know if it's that good.
Bad business model.
Ooh.
And like, and Sorrow like lets out a small chuckle. You saying they died of their own volition? No, they died because I chose not to help them. You silk souls don't deserve it. That's what I know, and that's what I'm sticking by. They can choose to pick up my potions if they want, but they're just delaying the inevitable. But if they fork over enough, maybe they'll just be able to get enough to just squeak by. It's either that, or take their chances with Miss Small, Jade, and... Ugh. And he, like, makes a disgusted face and, like, waves at Shuker's direction. And her ears, like, droop a bit.
Rocky's gonna kind of walk up beside Shuker and put her hand up kind of to her thigh because she's so short, and she's gonna stroke her thigh a little bit and be like, "It's okay, Double Mint. I think you're okay."
Double mint! Oh!
That's pure.
And so I love her. Alright, Shuker, like, presses her index fingers together, like, bobbing her hands a bit, and she, like, blushes, like, oh, thank you. It means a lot. And so I was like, don't flatter her. Trust me, I'm sure she gets that plenty of times a day.
Sounds like someone's jealous.
And then Rocky in her head thinks, "You're just mad because you don't have a mommy that loves you. Oh god, mom's gonna be pissed."
Oh.
She starts sweating to her. She starts having shower thoughts of anxiety and sweating to herself in her own world.
Alright. And Damien, upon hearing you say this, he's going to snap over at you. Don't you dare insinuate I need some lowly Silk Soul's validation for myself. I know I'm great. I don't need no lowly foreigners' validation for me. That's what makes me better. You understand?
Well, with that tone, you even sound more insecure than you look.
And then Rocky said, Rocky says, "I smelt that before I heard it. You stink."
Ooh. Cyrus just like shakes his head and he like grunts, and you notice that he like doubles over his cauldron, not in like a working stance, but he actually doubles over, slightly holding onto the sides, and like he brings a hand to his core, and he like groans with a small ugh. It seems that like he has he's sprained something, so to speak, and less like a gesture of trying to like offend you guys again.
And then Rocky's gonna pull out her pike and get a small dagger and etch another little tally on it. And she's gonna say, "That's one for the Bunster."
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
As you look on her pike, you can see several dozen little tally marks.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And she puts it back quietly, smirking to herself.
Damn, dude.
Shuker's gonna step in front of Damien and Rocky waving her hands a bit. You'll have to excuse Sorrow. He's a lot older than me, and he's had a lot more interactions with outsiders than me. In fact, I've actually just started. He's way more experienced, and I know he's abrasive, but you gotta understand Sorrow interjects, and he's very clearly upset, like, genuinely upset. Don't you dare. He, like, holds a clawed finger up at her, glaring. She's like, oh, sorry. I don't think he'd appreciate me telling you that.
Can I make a perception check for a chair that weighs less than 10 pounds? No reason.
Perception. Can he do it?
Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
great. Ha! That is 12 plus 3, 15. Do I see a chair that weighs less than 10 pounds?
Yes, you do, but it's not a chair, but it is, in fact, a stool.
Oh, great. Rocky's gonna cast Mage Hand to slide the stool kind of behind Snobby McSnobberson over there without him noticing. And then she kind of gently pushes against the back of his legs and then dismisses Mage Hand.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh no.
It's just a passive offering as, like, you know, I was just kidding.
Sorrow, despite his, like, semi-sour expression, actually decides to sit down on the stool.
Yay!
And he, like, holds his core.
That actually worked.
Thinking out of the box.
Hell yeah.
Told you I'm gonna be the one that does the stuff you don't expect.
I thought you were gonna pull the chair out from the room.
Yeah.
No. Rocky noticed that he had a sprain. So.
Oh, okay.
No, Rocky noticed that he had a sprain. She's not that much of a. She's not that much of a bitch.
God. Okay. Shuker, at this point, is just, like, very pensive as she, like, jitters. You can see her jittering her leg as she, like, thinks deeply about something. You can hear her occasionally give out a little...
Damien looks down at her. What's up? What's with the shaking and all?
And she's silent for a moment, at first seemingly not responding to Damien before she lets out a... It's Parsley, okay? It's my friend Parsley. Me and Sorrow haven't seen him in days, okay? And I'm really worried. I told him not to go out when the lanterns go out. We all know this. But he was so dedicated to do his work, to escorting foreigners and checking to make sure it's... Oh, I just hope nothing's happened to him. And she's, like, very frazzled now, and she, like, grabs her horns and, like, grips onto them.
And then Rocky speaks up like, so you're taking over what this Parsley feller did.
And she, like, she remembers Rocky's advice and takes another breath with a... And she responds.
And Rocky's like, there
yes.
you
go. And she responds, yes. Parsley, he's the one who used to roam the nights, picking up foreigners that might be lost on their way. He's very good at his job. I can't imagine he would have gotten hurt. It's unheard of.
And then Rocky speaks up and says, well, everyone has their bad days. And then she kind of puts up her hand in presentation and is like, ta-da! As what's the other fellow's name? I'm sorry, I've already forgotten.
Sorrow.
Zaro.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorrow.
As Zaro is sitting on the stool with the spray, and she's just kind of like, ta-da! Like everyone has their bad days, like in presenting him as an example.
Oh.
God. And Shiku's like, and you know, she's clearly like, this wording does not help her. She clearly seems like very intent on withholding information from you about what exactly goes on around these parts.
And then Rocky puts up a paw finger to her nose, and she starts booping her own nose in thought. And she's like, "Could this parsley fellow help me find my way home before my mom murders me?"
And Shuker, she looks over and she's like, "Well, yeah, I suppose he could. I like to think he's one of the best in the business. Don't you, Sorrow?" And he lets out a small, "Well, an indigo cast is an indigo cast. So yes, he is very good at escorting silk souls to where they need to go."
And then the Rocky puts a hand on Sucre's side, and she's like, "Unrelated, I appreciate your color-related society. Second of all, that's enough for me. Where was he last found? I'd like to help."
And Shuker like brings out a sigh of relief, like, "Ah, thank goodness. Well, I'm not sure. I think the last time I saw him was a couple of days ago. He said he was going to check out some mysterious happenings, but I'm not really sure what mysterious happenings means. Usually that means there are some strangers wandering about, but this seems very strange a happening, considering we haven't seen him in a while."
Oh no. Push the talk. Oh no.
Sorry, I don't want you to hear my bed rustling.
It's good.
That's fine.
Okay. And Shuku's and Sorrow's like, no. You cannot be serious. You are going to go out looking for parsley when the lanterns aren't out. Are you... Shuker, I know you're not the sharpest tool in the shed, but can you really be that irrational? And Shuker's like, "But Sorrow, it's parsley. There's something wrong. I just know it. And Sorrow just
And
seems
then
very tired.
before he can interject, Rocky, in the same exact kind of whiny tone, is all like, "But my mom's gonna kill me. I'm gonna die either way."
Ugh. Gosh. And Sorrow like rubs his temples with one of his hand, like, "Ugh. Fine, do as you want, but I'm not going to follow you. I vowed all those years ago to stop interacting with silk souls."
If you don't
This
mind,
is-
if you don't mind me asking, why? Why'd you
That's
stop?
none. And Sorrow like narrows his eyes at you, Damon. That's none of your business. Hey, Damien, roll me a perception check.
Okay. That's... And I am... That's 8.
Alright. As you look past his poet shirt in the opening on his chest, you can see some lining of bandages on his core. They don't seem to be bloodied, but they are concealing something. Okay. And Shuker is going to approach you like, "Please, would you mind coming along? I promise, Parsley is much better an escorter than I. He'll get you back right split in a jiffy, I promise. We just need to find him. You seem adept at combat, right? I'll help you. I promise."
And then Rocky holds up her left arm, and she transforms it into the buff arm you saw for an instant. She's like, "Well, I didn't say it, you did.
Maven just like shrugged his
Damien.
shoulders like, or damn it, fucking, I'm gonna get the names confused. Damien.
It's fine.
Damien shrugged his shoulders, just, I need to get home now, because I know where here is not where I'm supposed to be. So I have to get back.
Yes, I know. Every silk soul that passes through here is not supposed to be here. This is our land only. It was given to us, and as a part of our gratitude to our deities, we are to escort foreigners who get lost upon our land through. But only designated civilians only really want to do it, like me, and Parsley, of course. And you hear Sorrow chime up like, yeah. So you'd count your blessings tonight, if I were you. Because if it were me, I would have left you for dead or to wander this world forever aimlessly. And he like gives a sinister smirk.
And then Rocky chips up and says, "Okay, bye."
God.
Okay, Bobby.
Bad beats. Bye, Alicia.
Bye.
Well, bye.
Okay. Alright, and what Sugar's going to do is she's going to go up to the attic and preemptively knock on the wood beside the opening, like, Citrus, I think you may be interested to know we're kind of sorting something out down here. I think you'd really be interested.
Before you can finish, Citrus puts up a hand. Like, she puts up her hand without looking at you. And they say, I know, I heard. You guys were very loud down there.
And then in the distance, as you're cut off, you can hear Rocky shout, "Hey, great friend, we're leaving! Come on down! You're the next contestant, get off your ass and come with us!"
Can Damien just give Rocky a fist bump? Just for that statement?
Yeah.
Rocky summons a mage hand specifically to fist bump Damien.
Hell yeah.
Due to the massive height difference.
Great, epic. Alright, Sister just gets up, puts all of their stuff in their back, the axe and everything. They're still covered in fucking blood.
Gross. These feral Citrus. You rotten, feral, gross. Ewy.
They don't care.
You rotten grapefruit.
Yes.
You rotten grapefruit.
So, yeah, they put their stuff on, turn around. Don't expect too much from me. Don't expect me to be a little friends. I just want to get out of here.
Oh no, I don't ask for friends. I just ask you help me find my friend, Parsley.
As the word friend is repeatedly said, you can see that Mal and Rocky slowly grow from a neutral expression to a larger smirk and a larger smirk and a larger smirk until she's almost smiling ear to ear.
Oh god.
And then you just see her mouth the word friend.
Friend. Friend.
Alright. And from the corner of your eye, you can see Sorrow, like, shoot up from the stool, like, leaning over the cauldron. Wait, you're joking. You're joking, right? You're not actually going to go out there searching for someone who is destined to be out there, are you?
And then Rocky calls out, "Wait a minute, didn't you say you didn't believe in fate?"
And I thought you didn't care about what we had to do.
Well, and you can see he's, like, flustered, and he stammers from it. You're nuts. You know what? And he like turns his back to you and heads over to his shelf, picking up a box, and you can hear a small clattering of bottles inside as he brings it over. I haven't had a laugh like this in a while. Here, take these as gifts from me. And everybody, roll me some d8s.
What?
D8.
Okay.
Time to get the 8-sided dice and put it in my dice tray.
Where
Four.
the fuck is my 8?
That's a 5.
Okay.
Wait, where's the 8? Fuck. That's
It's the one that has triangles.
It's the one that has a pyramid attached to another pyramid.
All right, as you roll, as you call out your numbers, I'm going to give you like a small interaction as he gives them
Got
to
it.
you, all right?
Yeah.
All right. So, Damien, he's going to open the box and reach in and pull out a thin vial, but is very bulbous at the end. He gives it a little twirl. It is red in color and seems to bubble. And as you look closer, there is a small tinge of orange circling around, sort of like a lava lamp that shimmers within, and he hands it to you.
Oh, boy.
Add Potion of Healing to your inventory.
epic.
All right, who's next?
I rolled a 4.
All right. Rocky, he is going to pull out an exact duplicate of this potion. He gives it another twirl. This time it bubbles a bit. And he hands it to you. Add Potion of Healing to your inventory.
Hooray! And at this point, Rocky's gonna be like, Mr. Sir, I'm sorry I made your floor nasty. Thank you for letting me using your washroom.
And he just like mutters a smile. All right. Citrus, what did you
Got a
get?
7.
All right. He's going to reach into his box. And once again, he pulls out another Potion of Healing. Add a Potion of Healing to your inventory.
Trying to... Oh. Could I uncork the bottle to take a sniff and make an Arcana check?
Sure.
To see its function? Oh
Yeah.
my god, good, I'm proficient in that, so it's gonna do just what I roll. Ha! Oh wow, 19.
Okay, that is definitely a pass. You sniff it and it has a very strong scent. Though it is strong and very imposing on your nostrils, especially your very sensitive ones, you can tell this is some legit strong stuff. And Sorrow was not kidding when he says he is probably at the top of his line when it comes to making potions.
Rocky considers becoming a repeat customer.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, that's all I wanted to do.
Okay.
Wow,
And,
I'm actually surprised that paid off.
Yeah. You can't confirm. This is exactly what he's saying it is. He is not trying to epic prank you. Alright, and he's going to neatly close the wooden box again and put it back on his shelf. Now, say what you will about me, but I do not lie when I say my wares are the top of the line. If you ask me, you better use these wisely. Trust me, they will come in handy.
Citrus kind of looks at it and like swishes it around, just kind of looking inside the bottle.
It sizzles and bubbles and shimmers orangey red in response.
Oh.
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 Then he looks at Sorrow. Are these safe to drink? Do you drink them or do you
Safe?
pour them in your body? I've never actually used the potion before.
Quite a curious one you are. And he like lets out a small laugh. Oh, trust me, they are more than safe to drink. If you ask me, you can choose to apply them either way, but if you want the most effective results, you'll drink them.
I see. And Citrus just puts it in her pouch. A little
Okay.
Damien just gives an approving nod to Sorrow and puts it in his bag.
And then Rocky puts it
And-
on her handy dandy waist belt that is weirdly over the bottom part where her leotard begins and ends. Why she wore a belt there, I don't know. It was sort of a belt day.
It was just there.
Yes.
was a satchel kind of day, you could say.
Wouldn't that be a fanny pack?
No. Because satchels have like little rings that hold stuff
Yeah.
on them, like bandoliers hold crossbow bolts, bullets, etc.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Okay.
Same thing, but different purpose. Ha!
All right, are you guys interested in seeing the list I had for this?
Yeah. How about for sake of time, let's put that after.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Don't reveal your secrets until you must.
All right, cool. And Sucre perks up all right, let's get in. Sorrow interrupts him oh no you don't. I know what you excel in. You are not going anywhere by yourself. And he plucks a loose bottle from the shelf and hands it to her. This one has a more triangular bottom more than a bulbous one. And inside is a purpley pinkish that seems to have a gradient inside that bubbles almost like carbonated soda. It doesn't have any shimmer, but it's still just as nice to look at as he swishes it around. Here, take this. And she's like, oh, thank you, Sorrow. See, I know there's some good in your heart. And he's like, don't try that on me. I told you how it makes me feel. And she's like, right, sorry. And he just flips his hair, and he's gonna go back over to his cauldron and keep working on what he was working on. And now Sucre resumes where she left off. Oh, all right then. Let's go.
Lead the way, Double Mint.
All right. She is going to grab her lantern and light it up. She's gonna pull open the door, and you guys are gonna follow, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Gladly.
All right. You follow her out into the quickly darkening streets, which isn't saying much because they were already pretty darkly lit. But since the lanterns you caught wind of when you first entered seem to be getting dimmer and dimmer as time passes, it's getting darker. Well, now I'm not too sure about what Parsley's been up to since I last saw him, but maybe there's still some locals around here who might be able to tell where he is or where they last saw him. What do you think? And she looks over at you guys.
Was Parsley popular around these parts?
And you can see Sucre noticeably blush, oh, very, very, very popular. He's the best of the escorts around here. So generous and kind. If it weren't for the color of his horns, you would have think he was from Jadecast.
That means people should know where he might be.
Well, I hope so. He usually visits me in Sorrow all the time, so if he hasn't visited us, then who's to say he's visited other people he usually does?
Well, do you know...
Citrus.
Oh,
Sorry,
go ahead. You go ahead.
No.
No, you.
No, you.
You guys got the roll initiative, someone go.
Roll initiative.
Go, Sam.
Roll it.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
That's a 6.
7. 14.
Looks
I don't know why I
you're
said
going
7.
first.
It was 14. Okay, whatever.
You go first.
Problem resolved by dice.
Go.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Citrus kind of shrugs. Well, if they're anything like that purple dork we saw back there, I don't think they're gonna probably give us information. We would
Oh,
probably-
trust me. Oh, sorry, you can go, sorry.
I was just gonna say we're probably gonna have to seek them out from by ourselves.
And Shuker pipes up, oh, no. Trust me, not everyone here is like Sorrow. He's had some... And she, like, looks over her shoulder to make sure, like, Sorrow isn't listening. And as she looks through the window, it's clear he's still, like, very focused on his cauldron and his brew. He's had some bad experience in the past with foreigners. They'll have to forgive him. He really hasn't recovered still after all this time. But
Yeah,
that's as much as I'll give out. I don't think he'd appreciate me letting on more.
I can understand him.
Yeah, he already yells enough at you specifically.
Well, that's a part of being a Jade cast. Paying it forward and trying to be as sentimental and generous as we can to everybody around us, whether they deserve it or not, objectively.
And then Rocky boops her nose in thought. She's like, so, if he was the best of the best and he escorted people, he would probably have a routine, yes? Where would he begin his routine, as you would say it?
Oh, right, his routine. And she, like, puts a finger to her lips, thinking, And she thinks, and she thinks, and she thinks, and she thinks. Oh, well, he usually starts his route over at the Amber cast. As he keeps saying it's case. Cast. It's cast. Social cast. Okay. He usually begins his routine at the Amber cast.
So that's what we should start off.
Very good idea. Though we should probably keep an eye out. Like I said, not everybody is like Sorrow, but still, there are plenty of people around here who don't take kindly to foreigners, so be on your guard, okay?
Rocky looks pensive at this, but she nods.
And she just raises her lantern over her head in front of her, and she's like, well, all right, let's make our way. And she begins on her trail. So, as you follow her down, you take notice of the surroundings. As you suspected, everything around here is very green. The lanterns, the little dangles from the houses, the bands wrapped around trees and posts. Everything is a very jade green.
Ugh, this green is killing me.
Rocky makes an observation that reminds her of home, of the lush green forest and green plains from which she hails. From the burrow dotted by many birch trees.
And Sugar overhears Citrus, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry about that. You see, this is mainly Jade territory, so we must mark it as such. You clearly wouldn't be able to tell otherwise. And she, like, motions to, like, the colorless surroundings, like, enveloping all the bright greens. It's very difficult, you see.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rocky kind of starts fluffing feathering her hair out that's kind of sticking on top of her head because the mohawkish bit she's going for was starting to flatten. She's like, so... What? I am not clear on something. So things are dangerous when there are no lanterns around, right?
Yes, actually. We use the lanterns to tell when it's safe or not. When the lanterns are at their brightest, that's when this town is basically bustling, not very, empty as you see it here. But when they go out, it's, well, things come out that you really wouldn't want to see.
Aha.
Can't you just light it up again?
No. That's not how our lanterns work here. And she, turns around. This lantern is my own. I can light it as I please. But these lanterns that hang around and grace the lands, they work on a different sort of energy.
And then Rocky
I
speaks up,
see.
like either. In the air, maybe?
Eat what?
Ether.
I said
and,
she's
like-
very confused from this.
Sugar is very pensive as she thinks it over. Ether. Well, we do believe that the lanterns do tell based on the levels on what's in the air at the time. So, is this ether in the air?
Rocky seems puzzled as to her own inquiry. Yeah, you know what? Now that I think about that more, this doesn't make much sense. Carry on.
And Sugar continues. But yeah, like I said, these things, we don't light them manually. They light and dim themselves based on when it's safe or not. We're not really sure ourselves on what they base their lighting off of, but all we know is that believing in them hasn't failed us yet. When they're light and bright, there's no need to fright. When it's dim, things are grim.
When is the lantern that Sucre's holding is it bright right now?
Yes.
And then Rocky puts her hand paws together and she says, "Bless these holy lantern."
Rocky confirmed Fine Sauce Joe.
Oh my god. Shit.
God damn. God. I'm sorry to say, but my lantern won't really offer us much safety. But at least it'll help others who can't really see in darkness see better. I can see in darkness just fine, but I can't really make out color, so I don't really know where I'm going. One time, my lantern went out, and I had to ask someone to relight it. And when it was lit again, I found out I was in magenta cast. Who would have thought I traveled so far without even knowing?
Rocky rubs her chin a little bit. She's like, kind of reminds me of the Feywilds back home. I think I understand. And then you can tell that she doesn't understand it at all.
Okay.
Good job.
She continues to make
Alright.
she continues to make thoughtful on her own to make it seem like she understands what's going on, but she totally does not.
Okay. You continue walking and following Sugar's path as her lantern follows her gaze, looking around to discern the colors of the lanterns and bits and bubbles hang around. You want to make a perception check? Please?
Would anyone else like to make one? I've made many already.
Yeah.
I'll make one.
Okay.
Second. Perception. This one, okay. 11.
Okay. So, Citrus, you notice that the amount of jade green lanterns has begun to fade more and more. And now, fade more and more, and they are slowly becoming replaced with more yellow lanterns. And out of the corner of your eye, as you pass an alley, you notice 2 thugs approaching you.
Oh no.
Roll for initiative.
Oh no.
Boy!
What?
Hee-hoo! Oh!
Ooh, Shuker got a nat 20.
I got a 19.
I got an 18 plus 2, which is 20.
Oh my god. God.
I think Shuker's going first based on
Yeah,
20
since there
plus
was a net.
dex. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm going
Alright,
last.
so that's Shuker, Rocky, and then Maven.
Damien.
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 I'm sorry, I'm doing it too now. We're all doing it. Citrus.
Yeah,
And
I'm writing down initiative order too, so I can keep track.
Oh my god, you're not
Let's
due.
roll the initiatives for the thugs.
Hello?
Ooh.
Being a player and taking notes helps you make decisions, son.
Yeah. Alright. One of the thugs is severely lacking behind, I'm assuming, at 8. Citrus, what did you get?
I got a 17.
Oh Jesus.
Alright, so yeah. They're both lagging behind, okay, so wow.
Did
Good
we
for
roll
you guys.
like decreasing numbers again? We got 20,
Oh my
19,
God.
18, 17.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Thug 1 rolled a fucking, like, 16, dude. You got lucky.
What the shit?
Okay, let's engage some combat.
Yay ha.
Alright, Shuker notices the movement when she notices you looking over, and she's like, oh dear. And, she is going to cast a spell. Let's roll for that. Ooh, so many tabs open. Ooh, okay.
Give me Twinkies. Twinkie.
Alright, she's going to fucking whiff again. She got an 8 in total.
Oh no.
Alright. A familiar ghostly skeletal hand arises from the ground. It attempts to swipe at Thug 1, and it goes completely white again. And she lets out a small, oh dear, I'm so sorry. And now, Rocky, it's your turn.
Rocky's gonna reach behind her and whip out the maul, and then she's gonna call out. Can I call out as an interaction?
Yeah.
Rocky's gonna call out in common. Hey, fellas, hey buddies. We don't want trouble. I know how to use this.
Oh god.
Do they understand common?
Yes. And one of the thugs is gonna call out, "You came asking for trouble the moment you stepped in our land."
And then Rocky
It
says,
seems there's no.
and then Rocky says, "Okay." Who was the one that said that? Who retorted? Was it Thug 1 or Thug 2?
I think it was Thug 1.
Thug 2.
Or Thug
Okay,
2.
so Rocky specifically
Oh no.
Ooh.
is going to swing her maul with a crazy glint in her eye. I'm going to use Great Weapon Master and take a -5 penalty to my attack to try and deal plus 10 more damage. Again! Why would I not when Again!
Again!
Ha! Would you take a 14 plus 1, 15 teen?
15 teen?
Yes, that is a hit.
Yay! This one's 2d6 instead of d10.
Oh jeez.
So it's 10 plus 4, 14 plus... Oh, there's a 2. I get to re-roll it. Okay. So 9 plus 4 is 13 plus 10 is 23 points of damage. And specifically, I do not want to kill, I want to incapacitate.
Alright. So how much is it in
Uh,
total?
9 plus 4, 13. 23 points of bludgeoning damage to incapacitate, not kill.
Okay. Well, you don't, it's not enough to incapacitate, but they are pretty battered. Alright, so that's 23, correct?
Can I do another free interaction at the end of my turn?
Yeah.
And then Rocky's like, I told you!
Thug 2 groans out, and he lets out a gurgle, and you can tell that he is clearly very battered as blood drips onto the floor,
Oh,
clearly from his mouth.
Oh no.
Rocky, for no
Alright.
reason, is going to make her arms normal and really buff. And And she's going to hold that and end her turn.
Oh, wow.
Good. Beautiful.
Alright, my turn's over. Who's next?
All right, Damien, you're up.
All right.
Oh
Well.
boy.
Damien takes out his warhammer once again and goes to take a strike at the first thug.
Okay.
Rolling 8. Oh my god. That's 18 plus proficiency. Yeah. 18, yeah.
All right. That's it.
Okay. So that's 1d. Okay, so he didn't have his shield out, so that's 1d10. Plus strength.
Yeah.
That's not a d10. I'm stupid.
I'm stupid.
3 plus 4. Okay. That's a 7. 7 hit
All right.
of bludgeoning onto thug numero uno.
Okay, he lets out a hearty as he's thrown back onto his back. He is prone. Citrus, it's your move.
Yeehaw. Hello. Let's see. Is it possible to intimidate? Would that do anything?
Intimidate?
Yes.
You can. I normally use these as interactions, but you do you.
I'm just curious. I'm
Yeah,
just
you-
curious.
Yeah, Mel, you make the call on this one. This is your game, not mine.
Can I?
Okay,
Like,
roll for intimidation.
yeehaw. And I have negative.
Which thug are you targeting with intimidation?
The second one.
Okay.
The woman that's doomed.
Well, fuck. I got a 4 minus 1 equals 3.
Well,
All right.
No.
The thug is not intimidated. Instead, decides to hold his ground, growling. He's clearly infuriated. He's not having it.
Oh, that didn't scare you. Well, watch this. Maybe this will. And then Citrus uses their free turn to take out their bastard sword.
Okay.
That sword doesn't have a
And?
father.
What? Excuse
What?
me? Excuse me? Randy,
wait,
do
what?
not talk about my sword that way. You're hurting his feelings.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, sword. Please continue.
Wait,
Got
what?
him.
I'll tell you
Okay.
later.
Bastard
I'll tell you
sword.
later.
Oh, got it.
I'll tell
Got
you
it.
later.
Bastard sword, got it.
It... Do I add anything to my roll to see if it hits?
You add your strength modifier and your proficiency bonus. So 3 plus 2.
Then it's gonna be
This-
11.
That would be 13, right? I got an 8 plus...
8 plus 5 is
5.
13.
Yeah,
Yeah.
13. This 13.
All right. Yes, that is a hit. Roll for damage.
Yay, ha, okay. Where is my D10? Hello?
Hello.
That's 11, no. Where's my D10? Is it?
It's the weird
It's
diamond. It's the
okay.
weird. It's the weird diamond shaped one. That's not the one that alternates.
It's the one
Yeah.
that has the 0 on it, right?
No.
Yes. Well, it does.
Oh wait, yes, D10. Sorry,
Yes.
Okay,
that's one.
alright. So 5 plus 3.
That's 8.
8.
Okay.
I do 8 damage.
So this thug is pretty beaten up. He can barely stand. Okay.
Citrus lets out a chuckle and just goes back.
And in response, all you can hear is you damn outsiders! Alright, and it's Sugar's turn.
Oh boy!
Alright, here we go.
Thugs not get a turn? Or they just... Oh, because they're prone.
They
Oh.
yeah, you skipped the thug's turns.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Thug 1 is prone, so...
What about
Okay.
Thug 2?
What about thug 2?
Thug 2.
Thug 2 is not prone, he's just badly injured.
Ah. So they're skipping their actions then.
Yeah.
Got it. Cool. Epic.
Go get him, sucker! Go get him! Ah!
Yeah, boy. Okay. Sugar is gonna attempt casting again. Getting a natural 20, my boy.
Hooray!
Finally.
What are you casting?
Yeah. Let me see here. What should we casting? So that's 2d8. And she is not going to roll to kill. She's going to roll to incapacitate. And she is going to target Thug 2.
Oof. Oop. Goodbye, Thug 2.
Alright, this is pretty low. It's a 4, but it doesn't matter. He had 1 HP left anyway. He is incapacitated.
Jesus.
Are you telling me Rocky actually knocked him all the way down to 1?
Rocky knocked him down to, I believe it was 9, and then Citrus made it down to 1.
Oh!
God.
Damn, dude.
Okay, so that Thug is incapacitated. It's passed out for the rest of the match. Okay.
Yeah!
Now
That's
it's
out.
Rocky's turn again.
So, Thug 2's out, right?
Yeah, Thug 1.
Yes.
Is Thug 1 prone?
Yes.
Yes.
I would
He's
like to...
flat on his back.
I would like to approach Thug 1 with my maul. And I'm going to lay my maul casually on his collarbone and press down a little bit. And then Rocky's gonna say, "Hey, listen, punk. You saw what I did to your pally over there. Would you happen to know, I don't know, someone with horns named Parsley around these parts?"
In response, the Thug is actually going to spit at you.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh.
He's clearly not interested in mingling with outsiders.
Well, Rocky is going to make her arms appear as rippling muscles. Her maul's going to increase to its maximum size of like 6 feet, and she's going to try to intimidate him into talking.
Oh.
Instead of using
Okay.
charisma, she's using her strength to intimidate him.
Okay.
18. 18 plus 6, 24.
Oh, shit.
Okay, that is a success and a half.
And
Alright, whatever.
Rocky's like, "Speak or die. Your choice."
Or die, your choice. The games begin. Okay.
You want to play a
Alright.
little game?
You want to play a little game? It's called My Maul, Your Head. Let's see how well you do. Okay. So Thug 1 is very much shaken, and he panics so much that his head falls down, and you can see that he shares the same features as Sugar, but his horns and eyes are colored variants of amber. It is clear he is a native around this cast in this part of town. I saw Parsley just a couple of days ago. He was stumbling around and really acting weird, okay? That's all I know, I promise!
Sorry, I'm imagining this tiny baby with a big mouth.
And the Rocky's gonna
Yeah.
say, "Okay, thanks." And she picks up her maul, and then she rears back to just backhand him across the face with advantage because he's prone.
Yeah.
How much damage does that do?
It's gonna be 1 plus strength mod. Because I don't have an extra damage dice.
Yeah.
It's a natural 20.
Oh no, you crit with the backhand.
Boy.
So it's just 2 damage plus 4, so it's 6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
You killed
I'm gonna say that smack is enough to knock his lights out. Good job.
At
You
least
have
you
to-
got the info.
Yeah. Oh, but here's the doozy, my boys. Y'all, anyone want to roll me some perception?
Someone else may do it.
I'll do it.
I just did it on my turn, so I don't want to do it.
I'm making y'all roll for so much perception. I'm sorry.
And that'd be a 15.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm preoccupied, so I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. So, Damon, you notice from the alley emerge 2 more thugs, and one that is, well, you technically could classify them as a thug, but they are dressed different. Upon further investigation, you're going to guess they are a cult fanatic of some sort.
Oh.
We done fucked up.
and then Rocky's gonna look at him. It's like, "Hi, can you give me directions?" And then end her turn.
They are all right. Just as an interaction, they're gonna the fan cultist is gonna point like those outsiders. Look what they've done. They're dangerous, and they're going to approach. And I've rolled their initiatives. It would seem that they're all going to lag behind as well. You guys got some very good rolls. All right.
So it's Cult 1, Cult 2 in that order?
It's Cult Fan, and then they're just 2 thugs.
Ah, I see. So, Cult 1, Cult 2. That's why I rolled them as. Okay. Proceed!
Alright. So this is going to be...
Oh,
So after Citrus... Sorry, hang on. It's Cult Fanatic. I keep sitting around. Alright, so Cult Fanatic goes right after Citrus, then Thug 1, then Thug 2. Okay. So, it is now Damien's turn.
Go get him, Catman! You can do it.
Okay, no.
Oh, man.
I love that I was just like, fuck dealing damage, I just want to backhand this guy.
Yeah, then you fucking crit him.
Disrespect.
The amount of disrespect.
The amount of disrespect.
As Damien sees the 2 thugs and the cult fanatic, he draws his shield, as well as having his warhammer in one hand. And since it is versatile, it's a versatile weapon. You can use one hand. And
Okay.
he's choosing to attack with the warhammer, Thug 2.
Okay.
So that's with proficiency in strength as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is... Does a 23 hit?
Oh.
So...
Yes, it does.
Oh, boy.
Okay. So he goes to... That's 1d8 plus strength. Let's see, where's... Triangle boy, there he is. Alright, and he goes and... hits Thug 2 with a 9. So he's 9 bludgeonings. And so he goes to aim at Thug 2's ribcage and hits him right there.
Okay, you knock the wind out of him, and you hear a distinct cracking under your weapon as he stumbles, but manages to remain on his feet. Somehow.
In some way.
Alright.
Somehow, sometime.
Alright, Citrus, you're up.
Citrus,
Hello.
go get them grapefruit.
Hello, time to die. Okay, I'm gonna take this time to switch my sword for the Great X.
Oh.
I'm going to kill a bitch. And
Going to
that
kill.
bitch is the fan.
Oh, you're going for the
Okay.
cult fan?
I'm gonna go with the other guy.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. I roll. Ooh, a 17 plus 5. Oh shit,
Alright, that's a hit.
that's a hit. Okay, boys. Let me get my tool. Hold on. That's my tool. Yes, yes. I got a fucking 12.
Jesus.
Oh, B.
Plus
12
3.
plus 3 is
That's a solid 15, my boy.
15.
Yes, Beach. I'm going to spin
Okay.
again.
Spear.
I'm going to spin again and then smash my axe very hard on the floor, but like aimed at his chest area.
Okay. You manage to create a very sizable gash down his torso, and he stumbles back, holding his chest, groaning.
Citrus' face grows darker with like a huge like gleam in one of their eyes, like they're ready
Yup.
to fucking murder.
Y'all motherfuckers crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, it is time for the cult fanatics.
It's time for the rhythm of the
turn.
rhyme. Listen to the load.
It's time.
It's rewind time. Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
All right.
Brain break.
Wow. Wow, Vixen, mind bath.
Okay.
What's ironic was that Randy and Chris were talking about Minecraft while we were waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Brain breaks in Minecraft. I'm sorry. That video's been stuck in my.
All right, Citrus,
Yes.
give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
How do I do that again?
You get your d20 and you throw it and you add it to your dexterity saving throw value.
15. 18.
Okay. I'm going to say that is a success. Okay, yeah, that's a success. You managed to dodge the spellcaster's cantrip.
With another backflip.
It's another stylish motion of a backflip.
But
Clearly,
instead of
you are
just
untouchable.
instead of just a backflip, there's a spin in it too. So.
It's a
Ooh,
corkscrew
stepping up your
backflip.
game.
Oh my god.
You're trying to get those style bonus points.
Hell yeah.
It's like Tony Hawk, you have to do a 180 to get additional points before you land the trick.
Yeah. All right.
And then when you
now
fail a saving throw, that's when you lose the whole combo.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
would try to flip and then I get hit and I just fall and I die and I'm sad.
Okay. Thug. Okay. Thug 1 is going to make a melee attack against Citrus.
What? Why does everybody hate me?
You fucking attack their cult fanatic, man. It's
Oh,
rude.
You're
It's
right.
just a fan.
I just asked for directions.
Yeah, God, you have to be so rude, Citrus.
After backhanding one of his fucking thugs.
Hey, listen, I didn't backhand the cult member. Yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yet.
Alright, go on.
Does a 24 hit you?
Oh,
Of course.
Of course. All right. They're going to raise a mace and take a nice swing. I'm gonna roll some damage.
Well, there goes my style.
There goes your style points.
F.
Come on, please.
Oh, that's an 8 bludgeoning damage.
That's max.
That is max.
Oof, okay.
And what Thug 1 is gonna do again? They're gonna take another melee attack.
What?
Oh.
Because he has multi-attack. Alright, so let's roll this 20 again. Oh, he completely whiffs. He rolled a nat 1. Lucky you, Citrus.
Oh no.
You know what?
Sweet.
As you try to take the second blow, Citrus holds their axe to block the attack.
You're not gonna try and do something stylish again?
Swing!
And then I fucking kick him with my foot.
Amazing.
Just to deflect,
It's
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just take 8 points of damage, yeah?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Give me.
Alright, now it is Thug 2's turn, Beach.
Oh no! Weren't the thugs unconscious?
No, this is the new ones.
That's yeah, the new thugs.
Oh, understandable. Please continue.
They replaced them.
Oh.
Yeah, they're unconscious.
They refresh their forces.
Their forces, you have pieced off their friends, their thug friends. They'd like to slab squat together. Okay.
Yeah.
So- Citrus, they're gonna make another melee attack at you. Boop. Does a 23 hit you?
Ah!
Jesus.
Alright.
You just want to kill me.
Oh god. Lucky for you though, this one only deals 3 damage.
Oh, wow.
I got
Oh.
3 health.
Ah! Ah, no!
Alright. And Bug 2 is gonna make another melee attack. This time, Rocky, towards you.
Hello, that is my name. What can I do for you?
I would like to eat lead.
Oh, beach. Alright. Does an 18 hit you?
Ah, it does. Proceed.
Ooh. Alright, let's roll this beach. Alright, that's a 5 right there.
So I take 5 points of piercing damage, I presume?
Bludgeoning.
Ah, blue joning, I see.
Blue Jones.
So,
And with that,
Rocky tries to absorb the strike with changing her fur to stone, but it is simply too thin as it penetrates with a smashing motion. Oh, smash. Oh.
oh, big smash. Alright, and now we're rolling back to Sugar. Okay, and what she's gonna do, she's gonna call out Citrus! And yes, it is here. Just as you're like fucking bleeding out. Okay. What she's gonna do is she is going to cast a spell.
Should carry, shouldn't take.
She's gonna go over to you and touch you, and
Ew, don't touch me.
suddenly you feel she has to, dude. You want the fucking help or not? Okay.
It's
Don't be
just
stubborn
flavor check.
bitch.
It's just flavor check. You ruined my groove.
My groove. Don't mess with the Emperor's funk.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Hummus.
Okay. So, since her spell slot is 2nd level, that is going to be. You are going to recover 2d8 HP
2d8 HP.
plus her spell modifier. So, let me roll that over
Roll.
here.
Roll them up, son.
Roll them up, roll them up, roll them up.
Up, up. Reese's Puffs.
So that's
Reese's Puffs.
17 you regain. Congrats.
Full health. Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
And then.
It's
wait.
Rocky.
As you heal me, Citrus is just like, cause okay, Citrus has never seen magic before, so they're very confused. What did you do to me?
Let's not worry about that right now. And then, as her bonus action, Rocky, she is going to roll a d6 for you to regain some health.
Oh, how nice.
That's so sweet.
And you regain 3 health.
Yeah, I'm at double digits again, son.
Yay.
Okay, and that's going to end her turn. Rocky, it's your move again.
Excuse me, Madam DM. Who the fuck just smashed my rock barrier?
That was Thug 2, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I'm stuck too.
So, Rocky's gonna look at the thug as he, like, is passing his weapon into 2 hands. He's like, "You call that a mace? This is a mace!" And her arm extends to its full size, and so is the maul. She grabs it in both hands and a maddening glint gleams in her eye. Again, great weapon mastery. Let's do it. I'm gonna roll the black die just because I'm mad.
God.
Just because I'm angry.
Anger.
Oh wow! I almost got another crit.
19.
So it's 19 plus 1, so 20. Does a 20 hit?
Yes. Good. Roll for damage.
Alright, so 10 plus 4 is 14 plus 2d6. There's a 1 and a 2. I get to roll both those.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so 20 points of a bludgeoning damage. So
Okay.
so Rocky like smashes the exact portion of his body that he smashed on her.
Oh my god.
Yes.
And instead of going to incapacitate, she smashes the spike into his into his collarbone.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
And then as the strike lands in his chest, you see her incredibly flexed arm return to a smooth nature, and the maul becomes her size again. It's no longer like the 7-foot hammer that it's supposed to be.
Oh god. Alright, Damien, it's your move.
Alright. Since Rocky had taken care of Thug 2, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of Thug 1 with the Warhammer
Wait,
again.
is Thug 2 down?
Thug 2 has 3 HP left.
Jesus.
She's really fucking doing it to him, man.
Oh, that was
Great
almost a
armor
crit
weapon.
too.
I
Damn
know,
it.
I know the
God.
feel, dude.
So that's... Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
Okay, good. So Warhammer, that's D8 plus strength. Ooh. Ah! The 6, that's 10. 10 hits of bludgeoning damage to Thug 1.
Okay, you knock the wind out of Slug 1. And he still manages to keep it standing. Somehow. Because you guys are maniacs.
I'm not maniacs, I'm just mad.
Just
I'm a
maniacs.
maniac.
So just confirmed me.
Maniac. Oh, that's a song that Rocky would work out to, actually.
On the floor!
On the floor.
Maniac.
Okay, please proceed.
Can that be canon? Could you just start singing?
Alright. Alright, Citrus, it is your turn.
Alright, can you give me the rundown of, like, who's still on the field and how much HP everybody has?
Everybody's still on the field. Cult Fanatic is standing with 18. Thug 1, 22. Thug 2 is 3.
That's the one that I hit.
Yes, that's
I
the
did
one
that.
Rocky hit.
And then Rocky points. I did this. I made this.
I did that.
I made this.
Like she's gonna take a picture and bring it home to her mom, and she's like, "Good job!" and she hangs it up on the fridge.
But she still
You're
gets
still
grounded.
grounded.
But she still gets
Yes.
grounded because she's late for supper.
Yeah, like I'm proud of you, but you're still grounded.
Proud of you, but you suck. Go to your room.
You missed supper. It's gotten cold now.
Okay, so I'm going to attack Angel, please. I'm gonna attack Angel. I'm gonna attack Thug 1.
Roll for
no.
damage. It's a nat 20. She's so small.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright,
yeah.
who are you gonna
I'm gonna
attack,
attack-
Citrus?
The one with the 20 health. The Thug?
Thug
Thug
1.
1,
First
22.
Fuck. Does 9 hit?
Nope.
I'm gonna swing with my axe.
Just barely grazing, but he knows better from seeing what you did to Cult Fanatic, so he manages to dodge.
Sad.
Speaking of Cult Fanatic.
Yes, it is now Cult Fanatic's turn.
Oh no! You better hope he doesn't show you his fan Tumblr.
Oh no! Not the Tumblr! Alright. Let's take a look here.
It already got taken down.
Yeah.
Retweet.
Thanks, Tumblr.
Retweet.
Now he moved to Twitter. Okay.
Mr. Twitter.
So, Damien,
Uh-huh.
Cult Fanatic is gonna target you and cast a spell.
Oh no.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
A dexterity save. Ooh. That's a 15.
I'm gonna say that's a pass. Good job. You want to describe how you managed to evade that?
What is he? What is he evading?
Yeah, what is it? What am I evading? That's the question.
Sacred Flame. Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range.
Oh no! Fire from the sky! Ah!
Ah!
The sky is
I know I should have checked the weather.
As Damien sees the fire, he just gently moves to the side, not like even phasing him.
Just takes like one step to the side.
He just says, "Really?
Really, bro?"
Bruh.
Bruh.
He doesn't say bro, but he just says really.
Alright, Slug 1's turn now. And they're gonna do another melee attack towards, let's see here, Damien.
Oh
They're going to try and avenge the Cult Fanatics. Ooh, that is a natural 20, my friend. So that's 2d6. Boop.
It's rude.
That's... oh my god, okay. Oh, god, I have to keep flipping. So that is 11 damage.
Well, that's me incapacitated.
Oh dear.
That's literally all my health.
That's so... holy shit, okay. And the thug is very pleased that he managed to get you down after you were so cocky towards the Cult Fanatic. And another melee attack, this time Rocky.
Why you do this?
Why you do this?
Why you do this?
Alright.
I'm only a baby.
I'm baby. You can't just do that. Does a 12 hit you?
As he swings his weapon toward Rocky, she claps her ears together and they become stone, catching the weapon before it makes contact with her. So no,
Holy
it does not hit.
Hold on.
And then Rocky looks the thug in the eyes. This is thug 1, right?
Yes.
She looks the thug in the eyes as she holds him in place as he ends his turn. Intent burning in her eyes.
Angry
Flames erupting from her little tiny angry bun soul.
Her baby eyes. Alright.
Okay, please proceed.
2, you're up.
It's not a grapple, it's just flavor text.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like 2.
Rocky, Bug 2 is gonna try and get you again. So, ooh, that is a 2, so he's going to fucking whiff on that.
She just kind of adjusts her weight to the left a little bit and he misses.
Alright. And frustratedly, he's going to try and attack again. So let's see. And he completely whiffs again.
She just shifts her weight a little further the same way and he misses again.
Alright. It is time for Shuker's turn. So, she is not very happy and she just really wants to get on her way. She has no qualms with her own people. So what she's going to do...
Sorry, what I missed?
Going to... Thug 2 just completely whiffed both attacks on Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky
Sad.
Rocky caught the mace and then she just shifted her weight to the side a couple times and missed both multi-attacks.
Oh my god. Okay. So let's check. So it's Shuker's turn, and she is going to cast a spell against
Tombstiff.
Against Thug 2. Okay. So let's roll for that money. Boop. Alright, so that's a 14. That's a hit. Okay. So, let's roll for some damage here. And let me check the bonus effects here.
Nice.
Ooh. So instead of the original Thug, which one was I attacking? I fucking forgot.
Thug 2!
Thug 2. Sorry, alright. Instead of 1d8, Thug 2 is gonna have to fare against 1d12 of necrotic damage.
Oh, because he's already missing
geez.
HP. I know what you're doing.
Yes. And she rolls an 11, and she's not gonna aim to kill, but she's gonna incapacitate, and which she does. Thug 2 is now out of your way, passed out alongside his brethren. Okay. And for her bonus action, Damien, she is going to roll a d6 to help you regain some health.
Hey.
Bless.
And she rolls a 2, but it's something at least. You're stabilized.
Hooray!
Hey,
So to be clear, you're stable, but you're prone, right?
am I prone?
Yeah,
Like, is he-
until yeah, because you were knocked down.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. So you may
So you're gonna have to spend some movement getting up so you won't
half
be
of your
prone.
movement to clamber off of your ass.
Yeah. Play a little game. Alright, Rocky, it's your move.
Rocky's time has finally come. She uses her stone ears to push the mace up to create an opening for herself. And as Thug 1 is stumbling back, she grabs them all in both hands and she starts to do kind of a, you know, the hammer throw of the Olympics where she builds up momentum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She spins around about 8 times and with increasing momentum, and you can see the muscles of her arms getting a bit larger and larger and larger until they reach their true mass. And then she swings towards his midsection, not with a maddening glint. This is more of a fun glint in her eye, so I'm not going to be using greater weapon mastery. I'm just going to roll a regular smish right to the belly. And then Rocky's like, toward the trash cans, back of the alley.
Oh, she's aiming.
14 plus 4 plus 2. That is a 20, not a natural 20.
Alright, that is a hit. Rocky, take your swing.
Okay, 2d6 with them all. That's a 1. I get to reroll that. Okay, that's better. 8 plus 4 is 12.
Okay. So, you send Thug 1 flying, not into the crash cans, but he falls onto his back quite near them. Very close.
And then Rocky's like, darn, I'm gonna need to go back to the batting cages.
Jesus.
I end my turn there.
Alright, Damien, you're up.
Hold on. I just need to check on one thing in particular, just to get a refresher. Bone. Oh, it is a thrown weapon too, huh? Okay. So, what Damien is gonna do is that when he gets up, he notices that Rocky had sent the thug into where the trash cans are, and are near them. Taking out his hand axe, he throws it at said thug.
Okay.
And that is plus 6. That's an 11.
Alright, you hit your mark. Roll for damage.
Aw, damn. There's 1d6. That's a 5. Plus, I
Alright.
believe, strength mod, that's 9.
Ooh. Thug 1 is not looking so good.
He got swung
He's
around
down
in big ol' stabbo.
You managed to hit him in the leg. He's down to 1 knee.
My leg!
He's got 1 HP left.
Oh.
Oh,
Alright.
Citrus.
I'm gonna
It's
finish
your
him off.
move.
Or you can-
Again.
Or you can attack the fanatic too. Another thing.
And then Rocky calls out, do a flip, it'll be funny.
Okay.
Get those style points.
No, I'm gonna finish him with
Do
a
it.
flip and an
Do it.
axe. Let's see. Shit, does an 8 hit?
No.
Damn it, I missed.
Sorry.
I do a flip, but then I stumble and fall.
You fucking fall flat on your face.
Stuck.
Oh no, you didn't do the flip.
I'm
No.
so sorry about
tried.
your style points.
They
No,
did the
my
flip,
God.
but they didn't complete it.
Okay.
Oh no, my score.
F.
Score. Alright. Alright, and with that, it is now Cult Fanatic's turn again. And Rocky, give me a dexterity saving throw.
A dexterity save, you say? Ha!
Yes,
11 plus. I'm not good at those. Will you take a 13 team?
Yep. You managed to avoid it, but just barely.
What am I
Your
avoiding?
ears probably gets a flame like radiance descends upon you.
Oh,
Oh.
I just
Just barely managed to step aside.
Uh,
Cinches you a little bit.
Rocky furiously fans her ears to try to change its directions, and it changes directions at the last moment. It fizzles on the ground.
Okay. Thug 1 on his last leg. He's going to attempt to make a melee attack against Rocky.
Oh no.
Getting a natural 20.
Oh, fuck.
no!
Oh dear. Alright, so that is going to be 2d6. Boop, boop. Oh. That's 9 points of damage.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh. Now, you remember how I had 10 health?
Mm-hmm.
Remove the 0.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh,
I will be fine. I have plan. And then as Rocky is how'd Rocky get attacked? I want to know.
Alright. The the stumbly thug like rushes towards you, and you get a little bit cocky, and you think you could just avoid again by shifting your weight, but you actually shift your weight right into his swing,
Ah! It is I who is the baseball.
smashing you right. Ah! Alright. Now, Citrus,
Hello.
he's gonna use his other melee attack
Hold on.
on you.
Oh
Oh.
no.
And he's gonna whiff because he got a 3. Okay.
It don't even land.
And then as Rocky is kind of pulling herself together, she's all like, "Leave that one for me. It's gonna be funny."
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, so the thug stumbles towards you and tries to swing, but it's clear all the rest of their strength has gone into striking Rocky, and they go completely wide and just crumple onto the ground onto one knee. Alright. Now it is Sugar's turn again.
Sugar's turn.
Shoot, kill. Randy,
Yes.
look at player art.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I can't see it for now because I've got so much of that out of me see.
Just
Okay.
put payload noises over it. It's perfect. Or actually, it's that's actually terminal montage, isn't it?
It's both terminal montage and circle.
Oh,
All right.
no.
Oh my
All
God.
right. Go ahead, Sucre.
Tsuke.
Okay, it's Sugar's turn.
Rocky speaks up. She's like, 10 to the others. I got this.
Ooh. Okay. Well, let's see here. Rocky's the only one that got damaged this turn. Last round. Excuse me. Sorry. Correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So what she's going to do is she is going to cast another spell towards Cult Fanatic, honoring Rocky's wishes that she wants to will have Thug 1 left to her. So let's roll. Ooh. Yeah, that's a hit. Alright, and now we're going to check the damage. And she points at Cult Fanatic and the sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around for a moment. Alright, now they must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. So let's check that out. Did I just hear a squeaky toy?
Ding.
Yeah.
That was me.
Oh, not Ding.
Oh.
God damn, I keep seeing your name in Discord as Ding, so I keep saying
It was
it.
Ding in the
Ace.
background. Ding, get out of here. It's not your turn.
Alright, and they completely failed. They got a 3. So now they're going to take 1d12 of damage. Necrotic pain. Oh no, it's so necrotic! She gets a 3, which it isn't very affected. Sadly. But it does shake up the cult fanatic. Give him a good shookening. Alright, and for her bonus action, Damien, she's gonna roll another d6 for you.
Woo.
This time getting a 3.
Okay, tighter than the 2. That's good.
Alright.
He's at 5.
And now it is Rocky's turn once more.
So it's at this moment that the thug one's crumpled on the ground in front of her. She's on one knee. And then it's at this moment that her Link Pearl picks up a rogue radio station. It's playing some hot 80s music.
Oh no.
Oh.
And it gets the favorite part of her favorite song.
Uh-huh.
Fight till you drop. Don't give up. Till reach the top. A little bit of all you got will never bring you down. And as she hears this, she is filled with a surge of energy. I'm gonna use my bonus action to use my fighter ability, Second Wind, to recover my HP.
Wow.
So that's 1d10
Hell yeah.
plus my fighter levels. And I got a 10, so I recover all 11 of my missing HP.
Jesus.
Hell yeah. Good job.
And-
80s music does wonders.
And as Rocky stands up, a massive smirk comes across her face as she as she uses her foot to kind of kick over the thug one laying in front of her. Can I take a
Okay.
20 on perception to see if his groin is protected by a cup?
Oh no.
Yes, it is not.
Okay, great. So what Rocky's gonna do is she's gonna ball both of her fists together,
Oh.
and she's gonna bring
Oh.
it back behind her, and you can see them swell up to their full flex size. And since he's prone, may I take this roll with advantage?
Yes.
All right,
Yes,
great.
you may.
I rolled a 16 and a 16. How about that? That's 20.
That's it.
All right, so that's
Okay,
5 points of damage directly to the groin.
Alright, and Bug 1, it does not handle this well, and he is passed out.
And then Rocky's he's fading out, says, "You can't bring down the best, baby. The best in town."
And you can hear Sugar kind of from Damien's side clapping her hands like, incredible! I've never seen anything like it!
Like, as you're kind of observing the wounds on her body, they're slowly kind of seem like they're knitting themselves together.
Ooh.
Like, the bruises are starting to swell smaller and smaller. What a cool
Alright.
ability. It's fun to finally been able to use that. I can't do that again for a while.
Heck yeah.
Sad.
And then Rocky's like, I can only do that once.
And Sugar's like, well, I'm sure you won't have to worry about that, because there's only one left. Damien, it's your move. Let's see what you can do about this cult fanatic.
Damien like has a sinking feeling in his stomach after he sees Rocky fucking destroy that man's groin.
Busted
But-
some nuts, man. Like
That's the other
grenades.
campaign.
Mm.
But he shakes it off and wields his warhammer again to go and melee damage the cult fanatic,
Heck yeah.
getting a 16.
Alright, that's a hit. Roll for damage.
Alright.
1d8. That is 10 points of damage.
Okay, very good, very good.
Very helped.
And he aims for the cult fanatic's leg to try and incapacitate him. Or make him go prone.
Wow.
Alright, he's got 5 HP left, but you do knock him prone as he reels back in pain, holding his leg.
Oh, my leg! My
My
leg!
leg! My leg! But also my chest, but mostly my leg! Alright, Citrus, it's your move.
I want to finish the cult looter.
The cult fanatic. No, he's just a cult fanatic. He wants to be
Fanatic.
leader one day.
Fanatic.
Go get him, Grapefruit. He's just in a fan club.
What a weeb. I bet he watches anime too.
He probably likes Homestuck.
Does
Oh,
a 10
What a
hit?
loser.
There's a 10 hit.
Nope, sorry to say.
The Homestuck was too powerful this day.
Yeah.
I think it's because
The
my
host-
train was tilted. God damn it. Oh, whatever. I'll take
No.
that.
Bad. Alright, you completely whiff, and now it's back to Shuker. And she is going to deal chill touch. Let's roll for a hit. And she whiffs too. The skeletal hand has missed its target once again. No spiritual snackies today.
Ah.
Rocky, it's your move.
Rocky she glances over toward the cult fanatic and she's like, "Hey, buddy!" As an interaction.
Huh?
And the cult fanatic perks up.
She reaches into her holster full of 15 javelins and grabs one. Catch!
Oh!
Oh no.
11 plus 6. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Alright, javelin. That's a d6 or d8? Let's see. 1d6 plus strength mod piercing. I'm gonna roll the black one. Ha! Oh. Rip. That is 7 points of piercing damage. I would like it to actually not pierce him. I want it to just knock his mask off as it deals bludgeoning damage, if he's wearing a mask.
Oh. Okay.
Stylish,
Well, that's
humiliating.
enough to knock him off.
Stylish, humiliating finish.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes. Alright. That's enough to knock him down and knock off his mask.
And-
Once again, he seems to follow the same pattern of his compatriots, as he is an amber-horned humanoid species that matches Shukers. Alright, congratulations, my boys.
Hooray!
Another combat.
I'm gonna take that javelin out of my total because I just want to leave it there for style points.
I'm gonna
Style.
take my hand axe back from Thug 1.
Remember this as the day you almost barely survived, ya bun.
Most survived, but that man's groin did not.
Oh,
This is so sad. Now
Yeah.
you killed me.
Rip nuts.
oh god.
Now he can't reproduce.
Sad.
Instead of
That's
grapes, the
what he gets.
raisins.
Oh no.
Alright.
Hooray!
Shuker
Yay.
is going to approach the cult fanatic, and before she speaks, well, actually, she's gonna be like, "Hey, you!" And she's gonna like falter a bit before she turns to Rocky. "Hey, you don't mind asking this guy about what happened to Parsley, do you?" It is clear she's trying to go for intimidation, but she is not the most intimidating person you
Is
can meet.
the fanatic laying on the ground?
Yes.
Great.
Yes, it
Rocky reaches back for a pike, and as she holds it in two hands and smiles meekly, she smiles, "Sure." And as she finishes speaking, you can see her arm muscles flare into full size as she steps over his neck. And she starts doing the with the spike like a club. And then Rocky's like, "Hey punk, I got a larger javelin right here. You mind telling us about a Parsley fellow, or do you have some more friends that we need to how you say, play a game with?"
Alright, I'm gonna count that as a nat 20 because you just fucking royally beat his ass, okay? He's going to cower before you, hiding his face. he's clearly more meek without his fucking edgy, probably Homestuck-based fanatic costume.
That was a
He's
good
like,
move on my part.
Yeah. He's gonna be like, okay, I know where he is. We saw him just a couple of hours ago. He went towards the fields. He was stumbling. That's all we know. All right.
And then Rocky's
And
like,
there we go.
and then Rocky's like, okay, and her muscles start to deflate down to the smooth, small bun that you know.
Small one.
And then as are we interrogating them anymore?
You can if you want. You want to know any more information?
What about you guys? What about the rest of you guys? Because I have a dramatic finish.
Do you want more style points or?
I have a dramatic finish, so do your dealings now. Or forever hold your pee.
Can I just walk up to him and
Are you just gonna
And
spit?
what? Oh, just spit.
Yeah. Sure.
yeah, sure. I just casually walk up, standing over him, and I just spit on his face.
He recoils as the gross, viscous liquid hits his face. He's completely embarrassed.
And then
Okay.
I walk away. You do your thing.
Damien?
You do your thing, little one.
Damien just looks down upon the fanatic and just disapprovingly just shakes his head at him.
Alright. And before anything else, Rue's going to approach.
You
Okay.
mean Sucre?
Rue.
Oh, sorry, Shuker.
We're all
Rue's
getting
not
it.
here.
We're all getting to a new campaign. Please forgive us.
Yes.
This is Session 0. So,
We played Clamacia for so long. We're so used to our babies. Okay. And Rue's gonna like stand beside Rocky to try and try to absorb some of her menacing energy for herself. One of your compatriarchs said he was acting weird. What do you mean he was acting weird? And the cultist is gonna like falter when he speaks. I don't know. He just seemed off. We've seen him hanging around the Outlands a whole lot more than he used to. He isn't even escorting anything. He was weird, okay? And Shuker like sighs because that's as vague as she can get. And she's like, something is definitely up. Well, let's finish our business and be on our way. Maybe we can still catch up to him.
And then Rocky's like, okay. And then she kind of steps off the fanatic. And as she's reaching the edge of everyone that's kind of stumbled over, she's like, oh, and one more thing. And as she turns, she says, when you see the bun, and her muscles flare up to full size, and the pack increases full size, and she says, when you see the bun, you better run! And this echoes through the alleyway. Can I roll intimidation for that?
Yes.
Oh god, 15 plus 6 is 21.
Jesus.
Alright.
They're clearly intimidated.
All the conscious, once the thugs and the cult fanatic see you, they run back to the alleyway just like the swarm of rats they are.
After Rocky is done flexing and screaming, she's like, I promise, I don't get to do that every day.
Jesus fuck.
Alright.
This bun is fun. I like this character.
I love her. She's so great.
She's very good.
Alright. Alright, Shuker is going to pick up her lantern again and hold it above her, as per usual. Alright, I can lead us to the Outlands. As far as I know, those are the only people who we'll have trouble with, I hope. So, let's go. You guys are alright to continue on, right? And she looks over all of you.
I guess.
Fine enough.
That was
If
fun!
it
Rocky says.
That was fun.
Okay. Alright, and so you travel through the rest of the Amber Caste Society section, and soon enough you happen upon some Outlands. It is a large, wide, and flat grassy clearing. certain stones decorate the ground. Clearly, they are meant for various rituals and prayer circles from how they are arranged. The most monumental one you can see is a wide circle array of stone benches surrounding a bonfire. It seems to not have been used in a while, but from the large stack of twigs near the near the middle, it seems that it'll probably be used very soon. Right.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You guys ready? You guys want any interaction, or you want to check for anything?
I will stand back for now and see if my compatriots would like to do some investigation.
Sorry. I'll do some investigation just around, see what I can find.
Okay, go for it.
Alright.
Since this is flat land, I'm gonna give you like an advantage
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
because it's definitely flat. It's way less hilly than where you entered
Okay.
the town from.
Do I roll for that?
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
an
It's advantage.
advantage.
Six.
The higher number is a
Six?
6.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, advantage.
guys.
Yeah,
Shit.
advantage.
Okay. Six. 9.
Nice.
Nice, very nice. 69.
69.
Is that with your modifier?
Yes.
Oh, do you have a negative intelligence modifier?
Oh, intelligent?
Investigation.
Yeah.
Investigation is intelligence.
Yeah.
No, I got a +3.
Oh,
I
what the?
rolled
F-
a-
you're a, you're
I rolled a
So
smart.
six.
that's. Oh jeez. Wait, so that's 9 plus. Yeah, then you have that's 12.
9 and 12.
12? Fuck.
9
Yeah.
plus 3, it's 12.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So 12.
Yeah,
Wait.
12.
Wait, no, I.
You know what? We'll just stick with 12 for now, for simplicity's sake.
Okay, I'm
All
sorry.
right. As you gaze upon the land, all you see is just these strange array of stones and bonfires and even some monuments. Strangely enough, they are all decorated the same colored lanterns as the section of the town you're in. But in the distance, you can make, near a tree, you can make what appears to be a figure. If you squint hard enough, you can definitely see hints of yellow on their person, but there also seems to be something near them that is not humanoid and seems to be prodding and probing. And as you look on the ground, you realize that some patches of the washed out color of the land are stained black.
Oh.
Boy.
And then Rocky is gonna chirp up to Suka and be like, "Your folk don't bleed red, do they?"
And she looks over at Rocky. Oh no, we don't. We actually bleed the color you see right here. And she like points to her horns.
Oh.
These colors, they're our entire being, you see.
And then
They're
Rocky's
who we
like,
are.
"Oh, the color-based society comes around again. I still appreciate that." and then again, not getting it, she goes to make herself seem more intelligent than she really is.
Love her.
Citrus gives
Okay.
Rocky a little bonk in the head. But like as an accident, you know. Like Citrus kind of dropped the back of the sword in his head. And
You just
pretended it was an
kind of backhand. You kind of blindside her with the armless
Yes.
part of your sword. Just boop.
accident.
Alright. Let me roll some. Dismiss. Alright. timer went off, but we're gonna roleplay for a little bit more. There's not much left at this point. All right.
Yay!
So
Let's
I
start
was
it.
gonna roll for investigation. Let's see here. So that's 13. She manages to see what you see, Citrus. But she seems to be a little more frightful about the other figure beside the humanoid one. Oh no, don't tell me. And she motions to all of you. We have to go over there now. I think Persley's in danger.
Real quick, can Rocky make a perception check? Is it still with advantage?
Yes.
So she's gonna put up her hands and look through them like they're binoculars, even though it does nothing. She feels like it'll make her result better.
Like it'll help zoom in.
Okay. So the higher number. Oh yeah, I'm good at perception and stuff. 17.
Okay, that's pretty good. So, Rocky, as you look through your trusty binoculars that are totally effective, please don't try and disprove me, you notice the beast that Citrus and Sugar do, as well as the body. But as you look closer, you can tell this beast is not unlike the petty beast or the petty thugs you have been dealing with thus far, and is something way more malicious.
What can I see from this angle?
You can see that it is... Hang on, let me open up there. I'm sorry, I forgot to open this up. I forgot to take the image, just snatch it up. Okay, but should take that. It's called. Alright, as you can, from what you can see that there are two long tendrils sprouting from its shoulder, and it appears to have 6 legs, though, despite your surroundings being washed of color themselves, this creature is very notably a very dark black.
And then Rocky seems to recall that black is the absence of all color.
Oh,
Actually, wait, black is the presence of all colors.
It's all
White.
color. White is the absence of all color.
I am an artist.
Isn't the other way around?
No,
No.
black is the presence of all colors.
White absorbs all color, and then black is... Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm an artist and I didn't know that. Anyway,
yeah.
Rocky pulls down her super patented Rocky binoculars, aka her fingerlings, and says
Her
nothing.
rocknoculars.
And instead Rocky says nothing, and then she instead says, "Okay, let's go, Devil Mitt."
What do you mean? We can't just leave him here. You aren't planning to leave him, are you?
But you wanted to go over there, didn't you? Over where exactly?
We need to get to Parsley. He's in danger. And she clearly means she wants to approach this beast figure and humanoid figure.
Rocky puffs up her chest and then beats her chest with her hands a little bit, and she says, "We will go. Stay behind me."
question.
Yes.
How far is the nearest tree?
I want to say like 20 or 30 feet away.
Alright. So, Citrus goes up to a tree that's not near the beast, but like, you know, in view, in sight. Puts on their hood, and in a in a blinding movement, just climbs up the fucking tree like a monkey.
Oh
my god.
Just to get a better, higher view.
You want to roll for perception again?
Yes.
Alright, this time do it with advantage. Still.
Right.
Ha!
12. I rolled a 12. And The perception is
15?
3. Yes, 15.
Are you proficient in perception?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a 15.
15.
So it's 12 plus 3. It'd be 15. It'd be 17, right?
No, it's 15.
No, it's 15. 13,
Fuck!
12 plus 15.
Fuck, I made a mistake. I made a mistake.
For the sake
I
of
thought it was perception, but it was nature. I'm stupid.
You know what?
Oh.
It's fine.
One
For the sake-
It's fine.
for the sake of simplicity, let's take it.
Okay.
Let's take it, yeah. Let's wrap things up.
It was still a high number, so go.
Yeah. You still pass. All right.
I'm a fucking dumbass.
As you look forward, Citrus, you see this bestial form. Its head seems to be the shape of a wildcat, but unlike a wildcat, it seems to have 6 limbs and 2 tendrils sprouting from its shoulders and a long, sleek tail. You want to try and identify what it is?
Yes.
All right, roll.
Okay.
For perception or for like investigation?
For nature.
Oh, for nature.
Roll for nature? Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I need to turn on my lights. I can't see shit.
Can't see shit in this house.
It's starting to get dark in my room. Okay. I rolled the 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's a fail because I'm gonna say you are sure you've seen or heard of this creature before, but you can't put a name to it.
Maybe it's too blurry. No, I'm kidding.
Maybe it's too black.
It's too black. I can't fucking see.
Can't say that! Kidding.
Ah!
So at this point, are we drawing ever closer to it? Because Rocky is
Yes.
taking cautious steps. Like, she's taking little spurts of probably 5 feet at a time. 5 feet at a time. Oh god, should we sneak?
Yeah, roll for stealth.
Roll for
sneak.
stealth! Alright!
Roll for stinky.
Good thing.
Roll for stealthies.
Hey, you know, it's a good thing that I took that chain shirt downgrade, because otherwise I'd be doing this with disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay, 15 teen. I'm not great at stealth, but I have a +2. I have a
Fuck, I gotta
+2 dexterity, so 17.
Okay. Damien, what'd you get?
5.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you
Citrus?
don't wait.
Four.
Are you wearing heavy armor,
I'm
Damien?
heavy, yeah.
Oh no.
But you also have to count that we already have like the stealth, like it's already, like we're proficient in stealth, so it counts. It cancels out.
All right, Citrus, what did you roll?
A 4. Wait,
A what?
4.
All right.
Quattro.
4, 5.
6.
Gotcha. So that's 4, 5, and 17.
17.
Jesus.
All that
Alright.
jazzercise has made me real sneaky like.
All right, Rocky, you pass your stealth. Damien and Citrus, you do not. This beast notices you.
The
Oh,
tree is
no.
making too much fucking.
You're shaking the tree in excitement and it's vibrating.
Yeah.
The tree.
All right.
I keep climbing it.
Roll for initiative, you two.
Oh god. Fucking damn it.
Oh no. Oh,
Right.
actually, this works. This works.
11.
This works.
All right, Damien, you get to go before this beast. Citrus. Jesus, you do not, because it rolled a 13.
F.
Okay.
On the road games.
On the road, yeah.
Maven trying to keep his.
Damien?
Damn, fucking! I'm gonna get that confused.
You want to know a trick?
Huh?
As you're talking, look at your VC. That's what I've been doing. So that's why I haven't messed up yet.
No, here's the thing. I'm looking at my fucking character sheet,
Mmm.
and like I have it zoomed in, so I'm like I don't even see his name on
Oh, please proceed. I am sorry for the
it.
interruption.
It is okay. Trying to keep his distance, Damien takes out his hand axe to attempt to throw it at this beast.
Alright, roll.
Well, not even gonna hit, but I'm gonna assume that's not gonna hit. That is proficiency 6. That's an 8.
Nope, that does not hit. It goes wide and flies over its head.
Shit.
Whoa, what was that? What hit number was that?
8.
Oh, okay, I thought you said 18. I was like, oh my god.
Okay, oh my god. Don't worry, it's not something super scary, I think, at least depending on how you've been doing so far. Okay. So, Damien, it is definitely going to notice you trying to attack it, and it's going to perform a melee attack against you. Okay. And, let's see. Let's see. Alright, sorry, I'm bad at math.
It's
okay.
Alright, it manages to miss, because it rolled a 15.
Oh, God, thank you.
But it's going to attempt to hit again.
No!
Alright, this time it definitely hits, because it's 16 plus 7. So it's going
16
to roll
plus
for
7?
7. Yeah. No, it's... Alright, so it's going to attempt to swat you with its tentacle.
Tendril?
Tendril, yeah. Same difference. Potato.
Tendril for
It's gonna
love,
hit you with a
tentacle for welcome.
9.
Well, I'm incapacitated.
Ah!
Or dead.
Okay.
I actually don't know. Probably.
No, you
incapacitated.
don't death unless you make death saving throws and you fail.
Yeah.
Up to the DM though.
Yeah. But this does seem like a special situation. You might wanna citrus.
What?
No,
I don't.
No, I don't.
I'm trying to dance around it to not just give you a blatant answer.
Hey Mel,
Let's just say there's something in your artillery that can help you out here. Or at least help out Damien.
Mel, can you DM me? I won't spoil it.
Okay, but
Okay.
should I?
Okay.
Do I even?
I mean, if you want to survive, this beast is pretty hostile.
Ah, yes, very good.
Yes.
From
Alright.
from player to player, take a look at your character sheet. Not at your abilities or your skills, but
You said I was about to call you Maven. You said Damien is like
Incapacitated.
he's unconscious.
he's like a fuck. Mom, stop fucking texting me. I'm playing DnD, bitch.
Get out of my room
Shoot up,
playing.
Mom.
I get out of my room playing dice Minecraft.
Playing dice.
Playing dice Minecraft.
I'm playing Dice Crow.
Holy shit! Shut up.
It's
What?
on Dicecraft.
I'm sure it exists.
What's the potion of healing?
Yes, exactly. Ding ding ding, you
Ding,
got
ding,
it right. Sorrow's potion.
I mean, I know it works, but like I was thinking, but do I?
I mean,
If you're really not sure what your character could do, you could roll a d20 as an insight dice, and you can determine the higher 10 numbers to be sure and the lower 10 numbers to be nah. That's what I did earlier. That's what I did earlier. I'm like, is Rocky dumb enough to do this? And I'm like, no, she was too smart.
I'm gonna see if Citrus would use it up or just like ignore, not use it. Let's see.
You
Or
can.
higher is. Well, maybe I'm sorry. I mean,
Damien.
damn.
I'm sorry, Damien. I rolled an 8.
Citrus.
I believe it to be in character because like your character is very disconnected from other people, so
Yeah,
it makes sense in
one
my
of the-
eyes.
Very and like they don't really give very on character. All right, sorry, Damien, but I'm being on character. You're dead. Haha.
No, he's,
I-
Incapacitated
he's
until
unconscious.
further notice.
He's unconscious.
Well, I was talking to the character. Anyway, as a player,
Meta.
Meta.
is this shadow creature below me? Because I'm on top of a tree.
Yes.
Oh.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to jump from the heaven and slash him with my axe.
Alright.
Great axe time.
Great axe time.
Alright.
Let's see if I hit. Does the 12 hit?
Did you add your
12?
modifiers?
Yeah, you gotta
It's a
make sure
7
you
plus
add your
5.
modifier.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, okay. No, it does not hit. I'm so sorry.
I fucking missed and hit the floor.
Alright. So that's it for the battle. So it's down to Rocky and Shuker. What are you guys gonna do?
How far are we from getting toward Mr. Parsley Man?
We are still quite a ways far. Beast is in our way.
Oh,
If we try to sneak.
the beast is in our way.
Yeah.
I thought they were together.
Yeah, I thought they were like they snuck off, like around the bees.
Yeah,
No, they were trying to approach the beast, I think.
Oh.
That's how I interpreted it as.
Oh, I guess I misinterpreted. I thought you saw Parsley, and then we were going over there.
We saw a body near the beast. I probably should have specified. That's my bad.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So, Rocky is going to continue to escort, Sucre over to the body. So I must make another stealth check, yes?
Yes.
Another stealth check! And just out of caution, just out of caution, Rocky's gonna take her pike in hand. Just in case she needs to deflect something. Alright, here goes the dice! Ah! Ah! Ooh, okay, 12. 10 plus 2.
Alright, just check right here. Okay.
That's my dad.
It's totally what did you just say? Alright, you just barely make it past the beast's perception. Is clearly focused on Citrus and Damien.
I heard ding.
We're all confused.
I heard Damien. I heard Damien.
I heard ding-mian. I heard ding-mian.
We're all turned around. Alright, let's proceed.
Oh.
We are.
Alright.
Let's proceed.
Shuker is actually going to use her action. Well, she's not in combat, so I guess she could just do it. She's gonna pass Damien a D6.
Oh.
Of health is.
Alright. Let's see here. I'm trying to find.
But then wouldn't the beast notice it?
It's magic.
Depends on
I'm
how.
just gonna count it. It depends on how silent it is.
Depends on how smart the magic is.
In a way, I think wouldn't the beast be preoccupied with Citrus now?
That's
So-
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
As far as it's concerned, you're not a problem anymore, so it's preoccupied with Citrus. So I'm gonna boop you a D6, and lucky you got a 6.
Wow.
It's a 6 plus your wisdom mod, is it not?
6 plus my wisdom mod. I'm using the feat.
Oh, you're a healer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
using
sorry.
feat.
Very sorry. I thought you were using that's cure wounds. Healing word is like 1d4. Ew. I should know that.
Back up to 6.
Oh, that's why you didn't run out of spells. Oh, I get it now. My little bunny brain has put it together.
Yeah. It's a feat she has.
It's a feature.
It's free
It's
real
a
estate.
feature. It's a feature. All right, so
Toy.
Damien,
Or
you feel out of nowhere. You feel a very warm sensation inside you, and all your pain numbs away. And as the warmth subsides from your body, so does some of your pain. You are stable and able to get up.
hooray.
I wish all my pain went away.
Fuck the pain
Well,
away.
you have your fucking potion, Citrus, that you didn't decide to
No.
share with Damien, so...
Mel. That's not what I meant.
Sammy.
That's not what.
Sad.
Do you remember when I said that I went up to get some pills?
Oh, did you not come? Did you not come back with pills?
No, I got the pills, but I'm still in pain.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Mood.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's that time. I'm sorry.
Yes, it's that time.
Oh.
It's the worst time of the
But
worst.
still, what the fuck?
It's
It
the
could've healed me.
worst time of the month to have female
Hey.
organs.
Alright,
Gross.
Damien,
Hello.
since this beast has turned its back on you, you get an opportunity attack.
Oh boy!
You're right. Oh.
And out of frustration and anger, knowing that he was knocked down by said beast, he puts his sword or his shield on his back and dual wields his hammer.
Okay.
Oh, versatile. That increases its damage.
Yes, it does. So I'd roll with advantage, right? Since it's a opportunity.
No opportunity attack. You just roll normally, unless Mel says yes. What do you think, DM?
You know what? Since you guys are kind of battered and you're level 1, I'm gonna let you roll with advantage.
That
Yay.
kick that shadow ass.
18. And that's
Yeah.
plus. Well, I'm assuming that's gonna hit. It's 18 proficiency, strength. That's 24.
Yep, that's it. Roll for your damage.
Woo! Okay, so that is 1d10. Oh fuck!
Ooh.
That's a 9 plus 4, 13.
A 9?
Yeah, because I rolled a d10.
Oh.
Since, yeah.
Alright. You're gonna hit that beast where it hurts, my boy. Again.
Wow.
Wow. You gonna describe how you hit it?
As it's focused on Citrus, he runs up from behind and bashes it in the head.
Ooh.
With,
Okay.
yeah.
It lets out a hissing "Ree" as it rears up. Alright.
Sorry.
This beast is very angry. One angry boy. So let's make some hits. Boom. It's gonna swat at you with its tentacle. And it is going to fucking whiff, my boy. Alright. But it's gonna hit you. Gonna try and hit you again.
Again!
It whipped, but then
Again!
Again!
You're banned. Get out of here.
No, come
Wait,
back.
what?
No, come back. Hey,
What
your
the
VC,
fuck?
your VC
You
name
did
updated.
Hey, yeah.
Hell yeah. Perfect. Alright. And it completely fucking whiffs again. Good job, Damien.
Hooray.
Alright. Citrus, now it is your turn.
Oh.
It's your time to shine.
It is your turn, not ding.
I'm gonna fucking hit him with an axe. Let's see. Please, baby, roll a high number. 18 plus 5. Ooh,
23.
20.
Hell yeah, that's a hit.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah, that's a hit.
Roll that big boy dice, ha!
Shit, my D12. Where did it go? Bitch. There it is. Okay. Come on, baby. Gary needs the new pair of shoes. Let's see. That is 11 with mods. Modifier.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Describe how you smash it with the axe.
Where are you gonna hit this boy?
I'm gonna hit him straight in the fucking skull.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh.
I'm going to. Okay. So I'm going to run towards the tree, jump, kick off it, and like so I can jump on, so I can be on a higher height. Can't fuck. So I'm higher elevated, and I'm able to do a front flip
First time.
into it, so my axe can dig right into his skull.
Okay. This beast is not very happy about having its skull bashed in once again, and it's going to rear up more violently and fall on its back.
Oh.
Very sensitive tummy. It has like no hair on it, by the way.
Oh,
It's
geez.
very like smooth and like shiny. And honestly, if you look hard enough, you can kind of tell that it's a little bit drippy for some reason, which is very
Ew.
strange.
Ew.
That's
Ew.
gross.
Nasty. Alright, Rocky, what you gonna do, huh?
How far away are we from the body of doom?
About you, doom.
I'm gonna say good 20 feet.
So, what Rocky's gonna do is she's gonna direct Sucre to check on Parsley, and Rocky is going to enter the battle, so we'll do it.
Alright, roll your initiative.
How far away is Mr. Tums over there? Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Tums.
That's low. That's a 5er.
Alright, Rocky, you're going after Citrus. Alright, I'm gonna say
I've got my
creature is
pike
about-
drawn and I am in position. Just waiting.
Alright, I'm gonna I'm gonna say the beast is like 30 feet away. 30 feet.
Oh wait, it is my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Technically-
Also, would this be me surprising it? Because it didn't know I was there?
It's already down.
Yeah, I suppose it was.
Oh, okay. So what Rocky's gonna do is she's gonna run toward it and she's gonna leap in the air, pointing her pike down, and she's just gonna go, yeah! As she has a crazy glint in her eye, she's going to use a great weapon master.
Oh no.
It's prone, so this is advantage, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah.
It is? Okay, wonderful.
Because it's on its back, yeah.
It's the perfect time
Yeah.
to be a small psychopath. Does a 12 plus 6, 18. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so is it just the normal damage plus 10 then? Or is there something special?
Yes, its belly is very soft. So,
So
you know.
is it vulnerable to damage?
yes.
So you're telling me I basically have to
Correct.
roll, I basically have to roll crit.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well 14 plus 2 d10s.
Monster.
14 plus 2 d10s, let's go. Hey, that's a 1, I get to reroll that. That's better. Alright.
Ooh.
So 12 plus 14, if I recall correctly, is 26 points of piercing damage.
Oh, Jesus.
Holy shit.
So Rocky just comes head down hard, kind of toward his throat, belly area, and just goes, yeah! And just thrusts it as deeply as she can, and then she tries to make an incision as she's removing her pike.
Alright.
And she's gonna
This
stay on.
be-
She's gonna stay on top of it. I don't know why, but she's gonna.
I'm imagining my axe still stuck in his head, and Citrus is trying to get
Oh
it
my
off right now.
Gruesome. You know what? Sure. This beast is wriggling around and just writhing in pain. Rocky, you want to try and make a strength saving throw to see if you get thrown off by
To
this
see
wriggling.
if I get flung off, why, boy howdy, I'd be glad to. That's not Rocky. Boy howdy, I'd be glad to. That's better. Will you take a nat? Will you take a nat 20 plus 6, 26? Holy shit!
Yes, I will.
Oh, metal
You
dice.
remain
Metal,
firm and
metal dice pay off. Damn.
you stay tall and proud on this belly, or at least as tall as you can be, because you are so small.
Because I am below 4 feet tall. Rocky's muscles flex as she hangs onto the pikes while still stabbed in to keep her bearings, making it much easier to stay upon the slick surface that is this gross monster's belly. What color is the monster's belly? Is it a different color than Bleak, or is it Bleak? I have to know. I'm just curious.
It's black, but you can notice it's like way more slippery and like drippy here.
Yeah.
Like wet and damp.
It's like ink. Oh! Oh!
You fucking
Oh! So you would say that Sucre would have been able to make it over to the body at this point, yes? Because it was 20 more feet?
Yes.
Are you
Yes,
gonna-
she is.
So are you gonna save that for later, or? Yeah.
I will be saving that for after the fight.
Oh.
You guys are preoccupied. I
That's-
don't want to ruin the flow. I feel like it's good.
That's the end of my turn. Next person, please.
All right, Damien, you're up again.
Damien, as he's saying, the weak spot and the pike that's driven into it, he also wants to hit it with his dual-handed warhammer.
And is still prone too, since Rocky has not been flung off its belly.
So that's advantage, right? That's advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, that's a 20. That's a nat 20 right there.
Oh, crit!
Oh,
so that
alright,
means
roll
that,
that damage.
So would that be 4 damage dice since it's already vulnerable to damage?
Oh no.
Yes.
Well,
Go ahead,
What?
Damien.
40?
Let's see if
Wait,
you can
hold up, hold up.
absolutely decimate this thing.
So you're telling me that's 4 d10s?
yeah, it was vulnerable to damage, and you crit, so it doubles the damage. So it's 4 damage dice.
Oh.
Experience a day in Rocky's shoes. And then as you're jumping up, Rocky's like,
Yeah.
"Come on, it's like a bouncy house, but it's gooey."
Ooh.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Okay, that's
Ooh.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh.
13, 21, 30 damage.
Ooh, you hit that sweet, sweet number right there. Go ahead, my man. You deserve it.
Describe
Really
how
make
you
your
do
mark.
the deed.
Describe how you kill.
Uh,
Now I'm going to kill you.
Seeing how he wields with both hands and immediately just drops it on the weak spot, squirting a little bit of blood onto him and to Rocky as well, since she's right there.
Getting messy.
She's just a Rocky shaped blob of ink holding a pike.
God, you guys are fucking maniacs with these martial skills.
And then
Jesus.
slowly you see the ink's eyes open.
Jesus.
Alright,
Okay.
congrats-tatty, my boys. This creature, when you bring your weapon down into its gut, it lets out a tight spray of blood, letting out a small from how pressurized it is. And you soon notice that the creature itself is melting underneath you, letting out an array of gurgly growls and burbles as it melts. And soon enough, you find yourself situated on the ground again. And your shoes and feet, if you don't have any, are probably very damp.
Oh no, my socks!
My socks!
I
Is
don't
this-
have any shoes.
Is this what it feels like to be the inside of a fruit gusher? She says as she's like, has this stuff up to her shoulders, probably.
Oh my
Because she's
God.
only three
Oh, because you were standing on top of it.
Yeah, she was on top of it. She's only 3'10".
Oh
Oh
no!
my god. Jesus Christ.
Maybe now won't stand as much, huh?
Damien asks,
Oh
what's
my
a fruit
god.
gusher?
What's a fruit
What's a
gusher?
fruit gusher?
I don't know. It sounds good. Like baseball.
Like baseball. Alright. And as you guys, Rocky and Damien, notice as you investigate the goop of this creature it has left behind, it has completely bleached your persons of color. And as you look at the ground, it is also bleaching the surrounding area a very dark black. It's a very curious creature.
Can I do something stupid real quick?
Please.
Yeah. Please.
Can it also bleach her leg warmers white?
Oh, no.
Yes.
And then Rocky's like,
Exactly what it does.
you see
You
how
want to make a perception check to see if it's... You want to make a perception check against it to see something real quick?
Of course I want to. Let's do it.
Alright, roll.
Oh, wow. Will you take a 19 plus 3, 22?
Alright.
I'm really good at perception. Holy shit.
Good job.
I picked the
Alright,
right
as
dice
you
today.
investigate... Alright. As you investigate closer, just like the bug guts, you determine that with a nice thorough wash, these side effects will not last. Thankfully.
Oh, God.
Rocky is upset, but only temporarily.
Only temporarily.
Sad.
Damien's clothing is either white or black normally, so it doesn't phase him much.
Rocky then realizes her pike is covered in goop, and then she twirls it and sends goop in all directions to clean it off. She holds it over her head to spin it so it goes everywhere.
Hey,
That's-
you want to make a dexterity saving throw against to see if you get splattered by it or not since you're near her?
Yeah, because you're pretty close to me, so...
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna back off from this. No.
Okay.
I'll tell you what the DC is for it. So that would be 8 plus proficiency plus dex mod. You need to make at least 12.
Yeah.
Wait, do I have to... So I'm rolling it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I roll a d20?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dex.
Ah. Oh, no. Well, I'm not gonna get it. It's a 2.
You get splooshed a hell of a lot of you get splashed with a hell of a lot of bloop goop from the bug.
Your person as well as your face gets a nice polka dotted helping of this goo bleaching parts of your person.
Damien's
While
already-
Rocky's pike is actually the cleanest it's ever been.
Yes. Nice spick and span.
I'm amazed I haven't been spinning this thing more. God damn, I love doing that with spears.
His
Oh,
skin's already
yes.
pure white. So.
Good grief. Alright.
Good grief.
Very well done, everybody.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yay.
As you look around, you notice Shuker has not joined the battle and instead fixated on the body.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go over to her?
Oh, yeah.
See why that is?
Probably should.
Here comes Rocky. Rocky wasn't preoccupied. Nope, not me. And she says it's herself, and she's kind of like bounding over, like hopping excitedly.
Alright. Shuker doesn't seem to acknowledge you. Her person is obscuring your view of the body that you've seen.
Double mitt, is everything okay?
As you approach and the body gets closer to your view, you see the corpse of a 6'5" man who's very well built. But oddly enough, his horns have been bleached of all color. Not even the values that seem to be present from in the fade, like darkest to mid to bright, are not present. They're just bleached completely white. And from his eyes and mouth drip the same gobbledygook that it appears the beast was made out of.
It's at this
It
point
seems-
it's this point that Rocky says, "Mom's gonna ground me again, isn't she?"
Ooh.
probably gonna be here for a minute.
Alright. Rue is going to make... Not
Rue?
Rue! Jesus Christ! Ooh! Okay.
We've all done it. Don't worry.
Not me.
Shut up.
Please
Alright.
continue.
Rolls.
You don't have a
Rolls.
specific character, Ray. Shut up.
Shut up. Okay. She passes this check. And Rocky, you can see her tracing her fingers over the body of this corpse. And as you follow her movements, you notice that despite that the same effects that that monster had on the area around you as well as your clothes being similar to the corpse, it doesn't seem like he was attacked. There are no scratches, bruises, or gashes to be seen on this corpse. It's very neat and tidy aside from the inky substance dripping from his face.
Is the corpse's mouth open?
Yes.
Are there lacerations within the corpse's mouth? Maybe on the tongue, cheeks, inside, perhaps?
As far as you can see, there is no lacerations inside his mouth.
And then here goes Rocky going, And she's trying to put together a mystery, but she's clearly not too intelligent, so she's trying to pass off herself being smart.
Alright.
I wonder,
Alright. And just for flavor's sake, I'm gonna roll this d20 right here. Alright, now I'll save that. And now Shukra is going to stand up, her face to the ground, and hold her lantern in front of her chest as opposed to in front of her. And she's gonna give a quiet sigh, like... And, she's gonna look down at you, Rocky. Well, that's Parsley, alright. We found him. And she's going to look over all of you now, from Rocky to Damien to Citrus. She's gonna be like, well, that's why they say you don't go out after dim. Well, thank you for your help. I think I've gotten the answers I need now. And she's going to briskly, like, shove her way past you three, holding her lantern. Well, back this way. We'll rest up and then we'll... She seems very frazzled. But also, you notice that she seems far less concerned about Parsley than she once did before you came out.
Question.
Yes.
Is there a bauble or a trinket, maybe a ring or a necklace that we could nab off of Parsley to maybe identify him later?
Yes.
Maybe nothing high in
Alright.
value, but very kind of distinctive, not like gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Alright, as you investigate his corpse, you notice that he seems to have a necklace tied around his neck, and what dangles from it is a deep blue shard of stone, very vibrant in color. It seems to not have been affected by the bleaching effects of whatever he has gone through. If you recall, you may have noticed that Sorrow has one just like this dangling from his neck.
Oh.
Rocky thinks in her mind that she may have found a bargaining chip with this Sorrow fellow.
Ooh.
Furthermore, is there a note or anything indicating that, like a journal, that this would have been happening? Or do I need to make a check for this?
Like investigation.
You can make a check.
What would
Yeah.
that be? What check is that going to be, Madam DM?
Investigation.
Investigation. Uh-oh. Here we go. Ha! Oh.
Roll
Ooh.
20.
Would you believe me if it's a natural one?
Oh.
Rocky looks down
Take a
and looks
breath.
at the necklace in her hand, and she's like, you know what? I've gotten enough. And she doesn't even bother to try investigating again.
Oh my god. Very good, Rocky. Okay. Is that it? Is there anything else you want to do with this corpse?
I'm set.
I'm gonna poke it with a stick.
Alright. You poke it with a stick.
Thank you.
Nothing happens.
Cool.
It's dead.
He is definitely dead.
Cool.
Damien, is there anything you would like?
No, I don't need to loot the body.
Have some pride, okay? If you're gonna take something, you take it from someone who's living.
I'm evil,
Gosh.
but I'm like, I don't want to disrespect the corpse.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm true.
If I'm
true.
gonna steal something, I'm gonna steal it from the living, okay?
Hey, Bunny is
Gosh.
true neutral. She's just thinking for the future of getting home, so her mom doesn't literally bite her head off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
You eat flour for a month. No, Mom, not again.
No, Mom, please, no!
Mommy.
Alright, and that's gonna be it for this session.
Yay!
Thank you so much
Yay!
for playing. Congratulations, my bros. You survived.
I did this.
So, about the spoils, experience anything like that, or are you just doing it based on milestones whenever you feel?
I'm gonna have to decide a bit because I need the feedback. Would you guys be interested in another session?
Fuck
An
yes.
extended campaign?
Fuck
it.
yes.
Hell yeah. Alright, cool.
Uh,
Alright, then I'll calculate.
I will say from DM to DM there were a couple things that were done incorrectly, but they don't mind that much.
Yeah.
So now that I know that you had the healer feat, that's why you were casting. That's why you're healing twice per turn. I'm like, you can't cast 2 spells per turn. And
Yeah.
when someone's prone, when someone's prone, they can just spend half their movement to get up on their turn. They don't have to stay.
Yeah.
I felt in some parts you held back, but then I dropped to 1 HP, and I'm like, oh, she knows.
Yeah.
Oh, she knows. So you know
Yeah.
what? I got the feel at first. I'm like, and then I really felt like the difficulty curve, and I'm like, I like this. I'm proud.
Yeah.
Good job. You read it way better than I did my first campaign.
Thank you so
Yay!
much. I did it.
I'm proud of you.
It's only up from here, thankfully, so I'll get better with time, hopefully.
Yeah. So how many notes did you prepare? I'm curious.
Alright, let me see. Let me check you right here. I actually converted like a little channel in my... Oh, by the way, you want to see the beast that you were fighting?
Yes.
Sure.
Alright, I'll post it in BC.
Goopy, goopy, goopy.
Also, you're free to stop the recording whenever you want, by the way.
Okay, everyone, thank you for joining. I look forward to playing this again.
Thank you for joining for my
Yeah.
first session.
You're no longer a babby. You have done it. You have run the game once, and that's
You're
the
now
biggest.
I am now toddler.
That's the
Congratulations, you're no longer a DM virgin.
that's the
Hell
biggest
yeah.
that's the biggest obstacle is running for the first time. Once you've done that, you're set.
I was nervous at first, but once I got into the flow of it, I got better.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna stop the
Here it
recording.
is.
We're gonna continue talking.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.
Ah!